Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Ike here, and today we're gonna be doing the very first buff survivor. It is Magician. I'm very excited about this. Magician finally got buffed. I don't know why. I felt like he was pretty underrated, but the devs did decide to go through with basically most of the buffs. I don't even know if there's anything they didn't go through with, but it seems like all the major changes that actually is going to make Magician extremely good now are still in the game, so I'm very excited to be playing with him. We'll see how this goes. Looks like this chat is now working here. Let me test real quick. But anyways, we're going to be playing with Magician. We're going to see how it goes. Nope, the chat is working. It just didn't pick up Kaibi's message for some reason. Alright. Really quickly, gotta announce the stream on Discord. If you guys don't already know, you can watch my streams not only on YouTube, but on Discord. I give announcements every single time when I start streaming. And yeah, you can go ahead and join it right now in the description. I'm going to do this announcement real quick. Give everyone else a second also to come in. I don't know why the thumbnail... Look, man, sometimes Discord messes up the thumbnail. I swear, that's not the thumbnail. I actually updated the thumbnail. That's on Discord, not on me. Alright. Okay, so it looks like they have changed some stuff besides the just what we saw inside of the... Besides just what we saw inside of the balance changes. I did a stream all about the balance changes. I actually forgot Entomologist. I'm so sorry, Entomologist. I forgot about you. Apparently, Entomologist has a shorter cooldown now, and like you can remove your bees when you're knocked down, which is cool. Anyway. Oh, also you lose less bees every time they get hit. So now they lose 35% instead of 40% if they get hit twice. Which means, I guess, per hit, because before, if the hunter hit it one time, you lost 20%. So if we get a calculator here, if the hunter hits your bees one time, you're only going to lose 17.5% now. Which, you know what, that probably means you're going to be able to use your bees an extra 2 more body blocks now, which is really helpful to think about. So I think Entomologist might also be a secret winner of this balance change. We'll definitely be trying her out very soon. But for now, we're going to be playing on this map, Darkwoods. So a lot of things got changed in the game. If you haven't been reading around, haven't been keeping in check with what's new or what's different, basically Magician got buffed and Darkwoods got majorly nerfed. So we're playing on both together today right now. And speaking of which, Ripper got a pretty huge buff. He's probably the biggest buffed hunter in all of the balance changes. Probably the biggest winner. The hunter is Ripper? You can just say that now? The hunter is Ripper! He put a peeper here, but I'm not going to waste my time breaking that. Let's just go ahead and just do a cipher that doesn't have a peeper on it. Imagine he put a peeper on this cipher too. That'd be kind of funny. Okay, no. Man, so much has changed just in this match alone. I could talk about 10 minutes just what's different. So Magician. What is new about Magician? If you haven't already seen my video on the balance changes, my stream, not the video. I intend on making a video, shorter video, all about the balance changes without all the loading screens that the stream had. And basically, what they changed about Magician is they made it so, first of all, you move faster after you use the illusion. You move 50% faster instead of 40%. You can walk through your illusion now. You can use pallets and windows after using an illusion now. Before, you just couldn't. Just for no reason, you just couldn't use your illusion. It was just preventing you. Sorry, not your illusion. You just couldn't use pallets or windows after using an illusion. It just prevented you for no reason whatsoever, and now they decided to change that. Man, the map looks so much emptier here. Are there like some pallets missing here? It looks very empty here. I'm gonna check that out in a second. I don't know why it looks so empty here. Nothing here was changed, I don't think. Unless they like removed some grass, maybe? I could have sworn it used to not look at something. Maybe I'm just going crazy. But basically, Magician, you can now walk through your illusion. You become faster after you use your illusion. You can immediately use stuff after using the illusion. A lot of the times that's not important. but it is going to be pretty helpful if you use your illusion and then you immediately want to vault a window. Like, that is the main #1 drawback of the old illusion, and now that you can do that, like, usually if you use your illusion next to pallet, you're not planning... Okay, that was a really sad fog blade. Is there, like, an invisible wall there? I feel like that should have hit her. But anyway. And there is one more buff that they gave to Magician. Man, this Ripper... I don't think this man has played Ripper lately. He's missing a lot of easy foggy blades. But anyway. As I was saying... What was I saying, actually? What was I saying? Anyway, as I was saying, the Magician buffs. There is one extra huge buff. So if you're like thinking, man, Psyche, that's really cool, but why would I want to pre-place my illusion, right? If I pre-place my illusion, sure, that's great. I could walk through it, but why not just drop the pallet, right? You know, that's the whole idea. Why would I ever want to pre-place the illusion? Well, because of the 4th buff, now there's a pretty good reason why. What? How did he get rescued? He rescued himself! He rescued himself! I just checked the archer's name. The archer rescued the archer. Yeah, that makes sense. Apparently, he just had 100 on him, and he thought he would make it to the chair first. That's kind of funny. Anyway, the last buff that they gave to Magician is every time your illusion gets hit, you become faster. You actually, it's as if you use the illusion a second time. That's basically what it does. Is dungeon right there? Yeah, dungeon is right here. Dude, I am not used to using these new pings at all here. Gotta start thinking about... I haven't even looked at this whole section here. I've only been on the regular so far. But someone already has been taking advantage of the ping system. Someone has already pinged that Thunder is Ripper at the start of the game. Which is pretty cool. Man, this man... I don't think this guy has even barely played Ripper. I mean, who doesn't know that you can't hit through that stuff? Oh, he's trying. He's trying, at least. We'll give him that. Yeah. It doesn't look like he knows a lot of this stuff with Ripper. A lot of this stuff just doesn't count. My man needs to learn. Let's see if this counts. Oh, he dropped down. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna go up the stairs? You guys see him? I literally see him right now. Okay, now he disappeared. Did he just throw Foggy Blade again? Okay, I'll have to change target. Alright, so far we haven't used the illusion. We haven't really needed to use it. You know, if we use it against Ripper, though, if you ever use the illusion against Ripper, it doesn't help that much when he's already invisible, just because he easily will walk around your illusion. It helps a lot more when he's not so fast, so he can't just easily walk around the illusions. Because you have to remember, you still have to use your illusions in a way where it encourages the hunter to break them, and actually blocks their path. But we haven't actually ran into any area where this map has gotten buffed. So there are 2 areas where Darkwoods actually did get buffed. And there's one area that got heavily nerfed. He actually just ran right past Dungeon. Dungeon was literally right there. He just ran right past Dungeon. Was the hunter standing on top of Dungeon? Why did he not use the Dungeon? Okay, there's no way. You better not make it out. You better not make it out. Okay, there we go. Would have been so undeserved. I mean, man, Dungeon is right there. Was the Ripper standing on Dungeon? Why didn't he go for her? Psyche, talk about the new ping system. I would love to, but I haven't even checked it out. So far, someone has pinged in the start of the match that the hunter is Ripper. That's really neat. That's neat. But I'll see. Psyche, your pimple is healed? Really? I got a lot of other dry spots on my face. Pimple's like the worst of my worries. Least of my worries, I mean. But yeah, I haven't tried out the new ping system yet. I haven't even opened it. I opened it for the second time this stream. Yesterday I opened it for the first time. I didn't even really read it though. Alright. So really good Kai from that Archer player. Archer did get a pretty big nerf, but she still managed to Kai him out. He was also missing a lot of Foggy Blades though, going for Foggy Blades that just don't go through walls. I don't know, man. Let's see. Does this person even play Ripper? I don't know, man. I think he was just trying him out. But you can definitely play Ripper a lot better than that. Alright, so. Moonlit. Moonlit got another big buff. It is just one area, but this area that they added is so good that if you're ever in the general area of it, you just go straight to it. Because it'll allow you to kind of break off from the hunter and get to a better cutting area, rather than being stuck with bad area after bad area. Now you can use a good area before being forced to go to the bad area. So that's pretty nice. There is unfortunately a small nerf for Magician on top of where I spawned. So the devs have recently made it so that the double doors on the 2-story of Moonlit are actually a little bit wider now. Now, why do they do that? Because what would happen is hunters would always chair at that chair, and a smart hunter just body blocks the doorway and the survivor cannot walk through. You'd have to be Gravekeeper underneath the ground in order to go through, and if the hunter just hit you before, then you also couldn't. You'll notice right here that the doors are way wider now, which means that as Magician, just like how the hunter can body block, Magician could also body block with his illusion, and now we cannot do that anymore, unfortunately. So one of the key areas for Magician, illusion being very good, has been basically removed. So although I would love to just use my illusion there and force Hunter to break it every time, we would get a speed boost out of it too. They would get slowed down from having to swing at it. And plus, every single time we use the illusion, we get a 50% boost, not including them hitting it, which is another 50% boost. This is essentially more than doubled Magician's speed. Because if you really think about it, Magician isn't just 10% faster. Every time he uses his illusion. He now becomes 50% faster a whole extra time that otherwise he would not have been. Which is essentially just making him twice as fast, basically. Because now, instead of being 50% faster one time, you can be 50% faster 2 times. Which, if you pre-place your illusions in places where the hunter has to break them, like at the shed pallets on Arms Factory, and Hospital, and Church, basically every shack you can really do good illusion body blocks on. Maybe there are some other areas right now that I'm not thinking of. There's a couple good body blocks that you can do with the illusion where you can pre-place it. It'll slow down the hunter. You will get speed up just from using it, and you'll get another speed up from them hitting it. So it really encourages pre-placing your illusion, but also in a spot where it actually makes sense for the hunter to hit it. The whole ability of walking through your illusion, if you really think about it, even if you put the illusion at a pallet that the hunter can easily walk around, yeah, you can walk through your illusion. But when is the hunter ever going to hit that illusion? It's more of like protection, if anything. So that you don't have to worry about dropping the pallet and the hunter potentially hitting you through. So that you could just run right through, but they cannot. But in reality, they're never really going to hit it. So the only hunters this is going to ever matter for, this buff, is pretty much Clown and maybe like a hunter here or there. I don't know, would it matter against Gamekeeper? Not really, because Gamekeeper doesn't attach to the Magician illusion. It's kind of like a wall. So, mostly Clown is the main hunter this would really matter for, where you would make an illusion and you'd really want to go through the illusion, but you just couldn't. And now you can. I do want to add that in the past, you technically also could have put an illusion in a kind of thin spot, but still big enough for you to travel through, but not big enough where the Clown could not go through it. All this does is just increase the areas where you can put an illusion where you can walk through, but the hunter cannot. Like, there was an area on Chinatown next to a pallet where you could put an illusion there, and it gives you enough space for you to walk around it, but the hunter, the Clown player, cannot dash around it. They would always hit the illusion. And there's a couple spots in Chinatown like that, but now this buff makes it so if you're ever up against Clown, which by the way got recently buffed, so we might actually see him, it just means that now we can put our illusion at any pallet, and we could just walk right through and he cannot. So that's really nice. That's a really big benefit. I don't know though, because does it really make a difference? In the past, Clown's hitbox is so big that you could put your illusion purposefully on the side, and you can still walk through. But the hunter cannot. The hunter's dash hitbox would be so big that it just wouldn't matter. So against Clown, it's nice, but there are already ways around it. This is more so as like a last resort. If you're too scared to drop a pallet, because you know the moment you drop a pallet, you're going to go down to like an ability, or maybe you're worried that you're going to get through the pallet. That's kind of what the Magician wand, being able to walk through it, will do. Like maybe in like a pallet situation like that, like this right here, maybe if you drop this pallet, the hunter immediately goes around and you're stuck. Maybe instead you could drop your illusion there. And that way, you can save that pallet, but also, if the hunter ever breaks that illusion, you could use that boost to now break off now. All at the same time while saving that pallet for later, when it's going to be a little bit better, and when the hunter's not going to be as close to you, so then the pallet can get more value later. Like, if it's ever not going to give value in the moment, you could drop your illusion if the hunter breaks it to go after you at that point to help themselves actually reach you, because again, the hunter has to break the illusion for them to reach you, otherwise you could just keep walking through it. So then they'll break it. On a pallet like that, they would have to. Because you just keep going left or right. No, depending on where they go. So it would be much easier on a pal like this. On a pal like this, if you were to illusion, the hunter would never break it. They just keep going around it. And maybe if they have any abilities that go through walls, to try to use it there. But like these tall walled areas here, where the hunter cannot... No, I didn't mean to ping that. All the pings are slightly down. They're down by like one spot. Okay, now... Okay, there you go. So I said follow me, but where follow me is right now is where stay put used to be. I guess it's because the voice text message here pushed everything down by one. Okay, I guess we're gonna work on another server machine. I mean, this one's basically close to being finished. It's like, you try out the new pings, it won't hurt to use them. I understand, I'm totally with you there. I just haven't had a chance to read them. I'm streaming, I'm talking, I'm playing the game, I'm thinking about what the hunter is. I need to go like into a custom match, man, and actually read it. I haven't read anything. For me to use these pings, well, I have to like at least read them. Like, it's a lot more complex than just reading them too. Like check this out. The hunter is at... Man, I don't know where these places are. I gotta go look at and study the minimap. Like, where are these areas? What does the game consider these areas to be at? Like, I gotta look at this stuff. I gotta think about it. And this is just one map. So, I'm totally with you there. But, I haven't read it yet. Give me a chance to read it. Give me a chance to think about it. And I'll get back to you on it. But right now, I haven't even read it. But yeah. I guess we could create a wall of illusions now. And we could walk right through it. Each illusion only lasts 20 seconds, though. So... We're not going to have time to make a third illusion before the first one disappears. Alright. It's like you recite the Iliad right now? What is the Iliad? How do we have so many people here at 8 AM but no one at... So many people at what'd you say, at 4 AM, but no one here at 8 PM? Probably because rank is up and I started late. Alright, well, we won again. I don't know, man. This is, I don't know, did our randoms just get better or did the hunters get worse? Tell me how focused on decoding changes to beware. I'm sorry, man, I wasn't really paying attention. I don't think it's up to him anymore. I was thinking, why didn't Blake pop at that point? Was he injured? I could have sworn I just healed him. Why not take the hit and then pop? Was he waiting for someone else's call? That's at that point, it's whoever is near the hunter at that point. I don't really understand what he means by that. Alright. Oh, I see. So... There is a new option, so instead of just pressing your pings, you could say your pings out loud. And it, guys, it's just like Alexa. It's just like Siri. You say one thing and it comes out another thing. Just press on the thing. I think it would be better. So, Lakeside. Lakeside got a pretty big buff. I will say, I feel that the shore got nerfed. They were trying to, I think, buff it by adding tall walls because, you know, tall walls are so important to kiting. It helps block the hunter's line of sight so they don't know exactly where you're at. But these tall walls are so... They're so short on the sides. Hunter can easily walk around it, and there's not a lot of tall walls around in the first place. So if they don't see you, they already have an idea where you are. And these tall walls, guys, are so thin that the old walls were better. That the old short walls were better in the hunter being able to see you. That was still better because at least the barrels were very... Why is Mickey calling me at this time? Dude. Mickey, what you want, man? Mickey, I'm streaming, man. What is this? I'm not going to check Instagram right now. Dude, I don't even check Instagram regularly. Why are you asking me to check it on stream? Mickey, I'll check it out later, man. Later, man. No, later. Later. I said later. I said later. Alright, see you, Mickey. Alright, Mickey's telling me to check out something on Instagram. We're gonna check it out later. I'm not checking it out in the middle of the stream. Okay. So, Lakeside also got a buff. Technically, I would say it's an overall buff. It definitely helped out with some dead areas on the map. They tried to... I'm pretty sure they tried to buff. I'm not really sure what they were trying to do with the shore area. But Apparently, I think it's supposed to be it doesn't really say if it's supposed to be a buff or nerf, but to me, it's a nerf. Because, yes, the walls are tall, so the hunter cannot see you, but what does it matter? The walls are not long on both sides, so the hunter will have a general idea of where you are. That's going to be enough to confidently wax off a pallet as wax archers go around and start waxing you off. I would say the old walls were a little bit better just because it was harder to walk around them. Now the new walls are so short, they're so thin that when a hunter makes turns around it, they can very easily just hit you in the middle of you vaulting if you ever are stuck in a situation like that. In the old pallets with the old barrels were very thick. They kind of went out in a circle, and so it actually protected you a lot more. The hunter had to walk a lot more in a circle around the pallet than they do now. So I'm not really sure what is the idea of it, but they did buff the cornfield. They added a window and a pallet there. I would say the pallet is better than the window, but it's going to be hard to use either one because they're kind of disconnected. It's more so to help you kite away from the back gate. If we end up decoding at back gate, guys, and we end up having to do the exit gate, maybe one of those things, if we ever do the cipher there, and assuming the cipher is not inside of shack, it's like near the cornfield, maybe we'll give that area a try. Because I guess I have some ideas on how to use it. It's going to be, I'm not going to lie, it's not going to be the best. But I'm going to see if we can connect that pallet into the shack pallet. And so that way we can kind of reserve our resources for a little bit more. And of course, the goal is to not take a hit either. And we'll see. We'll see if we can combine like the existing pallet areas with the new ones. And maybe we can make something work. But again, Nightwatch, not sure about Nightwatch. Maybe against... I don't know who would be better against, honestly. Maybe against something like Gamekeeper. Those hay bales next to the pallet would help a lot because he cannot hook over those. This, I don't really know because you drop that pallet, he jumps over it, and then you're kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere. I would have to use an illusion to get to shack. Just to speed myself up to get there. You'd cry if it was Nikki? My man! My man, this is like calling someone during work. No, I'm not gonna search up Instagram during work. No, thank you. I don't even like looking at Instagram. Come on. Miki knows me. I think he was trying to show you the ice bucket challenge. Oh, is it trending now? Is that what's going on? Okay, it looks like Blake is gonna rescue here. And we are gonna get the cipher done. It looks like that person's gonna have back gate worked on, so I'm just gonna go straight to front gate. Their cipher should be done eventually. We're going to try our best to help body block for this person here. Just to ensure that maybe they'll have a shot at surviving here. Let's see. Hopefully we can... Dude, my pings. Where are my pings? Where is she? Does anyone know where she is? Okay, there she is. I'll definitely like to stay here. They're probably going to go in a circle. I mean, the more people body blocking, probably the better. Huge waste of the ball. You could have just used the pallet. The item is more valuable than the pallet, honestly. Okay. So Cypher's primed. Let's see if he goes after me. He is. He is interesting. Okay, so this is the new area over here. Oh, wait, he left. So this is the new area. It looks like the Enchantress did drop one of these pallets here. The pallets are in the exact same spots. The pallet spots did not change. It's just the walls around them. And you guys see right there that, yes, the walls did get taller, but at the same time, it is easier to walk around them because they are very thin. And also, they're not very long either. They're not very long on the sides. It's pretty easy to go around as a hunter. And so if they ever want to go around it, because of how thin they are, it's not going to be that hard, in all honesty. I wonder if people who haven't, like, read the balance notes or kept in touch with the game, like, do they ever, like, walk past these areas and just think to themselves, like, what the heck is happening? Like, why is there a window here now? Like, do they ever think that to themselves? Oh, if we get teleported on, it's kind of GG's. Let's see what we can do. Oh, he doesn't have detention. Okay, I ran away from the gate, so maybe she'll be able to do it now. Because now that I ran away from the gate, her stick actually lasts like 12 seconds or something like that. Maybe she'll get out. I'm just gonna leave because it's not worth the risk. Maybe we could get a 4-man if I came afterwards, after she did the sticks, but it's not worth the risk, man. Let's just get out of here. Sorry, man. I'm out of here. It's just the safer path. So, I mean, we could use these illusions. It doesn't matter. We don't have to use them. We can use them. It doesn't really matter. He doesn't have a trait anyway at this point. It's very interesting. He's running Trump card, but he's not running any detention with it, which is not a very good combo because when you teleport on a gate, gates like Lakeside, they don't have anything safe to use. You're probably going to get a hit immediately, especially as Waxers, especially as Nightwatch, who can immediately suck survivors in. You don't have that synergy anymore with trump cards, so I'm not a big fan of that idea. Like the trump card, like what are you going to use trump card for? You're going to switch to excitement? We didn't really have any. What? I guess he had it for the Antiquarian in case the Antiquarian supports. Maybe that was the idea. I don't know, man. But I definitely the trump card combo into teleport becomes way worse when you don't have the tension, and that's exactly why you get a hit on the star. It just doesn't even matter if they're at full health. Don't worry, I'll beat him with my $50 Labubu. You haven't been on for 5 days. You're gonna cry being overwhelmed with a lot of adjustments with maps, buffs, new things. They changed 29 characters, Bree. About even on both sides. So like about 13, 14-ish on both sides. Half of the maps got changed. The Darkwoods cabin basically sucks now. It still has one good palette, but you're never gonna wanna run upstairs unless it's... I don't know, why would you ever run upstairs? It has to be like exactly in or someone where it benefits you to get on a height. Because it is just less distance to just directly run to the 2 pallets next to the cabin. Cabin itself is going to hurt, but Darkwoods is still a very good survivor map. They did add 2 other pallets. One of the pallets are complete garbage. Basically, I don't ever see myself ever using it. There's just better pallets around it. It seems like a last resort pallet. And there is another pallet in a corner that they added. That wasn't there before, which is... That's cool, I guess. I like it. I didn't even notice it when I was doing the stream. So I actually missed a pallet on Darkwoods that they added. There's actually an extra pallet I didn't go over. It was right in the corner. I didn't even actually end up talking about it. Didn't even see it. Alright. You got to the broken carousel and you're like, what the heck? New pings are awesome, but you hate that it interrupts your kite? I don't know what you mean. Why would it interrupt your kite? Okay. Shoot, where did the hunter spawn? That it interrupted. You got to the broken carousel. Okay, he spawned right there. Cool. The only good thing for Miki over here is saying the only good thing about the pings is that it helps you identify the hunter. Besides that, you're saying that they're not good? You're saying that they're too much. I feel like they're great. I feel like they're great. There's going to be so many times where the hunter is going to be not near you, but just in a general area. I mean, I could see so many ways to use these pings. A lot of it just simplifies things. You can tell who rescues who now, who heals who now. Just a quick glance at it, and that seems like the basic idea of it, which is very helpful. Like right now, we could say, where's the hunter right now? I guess we could look at where the hunter is. So what would the game define this as? They would probably define this as a shopping street corner. So we could say, no, let's see where the hunter actually is now. Probably they're going to Old Geisha House. Are they going to Old Geisha House? Okay, they're going into Old Geisha House. So we could probably ping that now. We could probably specify and be like, the hunter is at Old Geisha House. And I'm not going to lie, this is going to take some getting used to. You're going to have to get used to. You're going to have to memorize what the game defines as these areas. You know, not just what you like to call them, but what the game likes to call them. So that it's easier to identify. And that way when people use these pings, you're going to be able to realize that the hunter used Peeper. Like right there, instead of hoping that the game gives you the option to ping it, you can now directly ping it. Which I'm actually very curious where he even found that. Ability, Hunter's cooldown has ended. This is really cool. This is really cool. I really like this. Listen has ended. This is really cool. I mean, I would definitely check it out if you guys haven't already. It looks like it just automatically fills in the rest as soon as you realize what the trade is too, which is very handy. The hunter just teleported to... This is really nice if people are not aware. Like, I feel it's pretty easy to tell. Like, if there's exit gates and one person says hunter changed target at a gate, that means they went to the other gate, right? Like, to me, that makes sense. But maybe to other people, that they don't connect the dots. And so now you can... What did I just start doing? Anyway, apparently you can... Oh, look at this. The hunter teleported to... You can directly ping exactly where. I'm very curious. What if I put it next to the... It does not show on the screen, unfortunately. I was hoping it would show, like, on the screen where that spot would be. But you don't even have to, like, memorize, I guess? I guess you still should, because when other people ping it, you're not going to know where that is if you don't already know. So they really did a good job here. I think this is a great system. Things that I have not even thought about. Guys, use the magnet on the hunter? This is really cool. This is really cool. You can tell your teammates to support. This is essentially another word for, hey, go help him out. If you have Antiquarian on the team, I bet you it'll do a similar ping. So what's interesting is it even changes depending on what survivors you have on your team comp, which is super cool. Although I do have to... it is very awkward trying to get used to like how I press on the ping and then it's still stuck on the ability section. Like I have to go click on regular. I didn't even realize that I was still on the build. I was like trying to search for the hunter's nearby ping and that got me a little bit off guard. I clicked on focus on decoding by mistake, by the way, because the hunter's nearby used to be in the spot. Dungeon used to be where the voice text option is. So I'm hoping that I can just remove this. I'm hoping I can just remove this so that I don't have this up at the top, causing all my pings to be one lower down than I'm used to. And I would really appreciate that. And I think there is an option in the game to do that. I'm not going to use this in all honesty. It's just going to be faster to use my fingers, honestly. You know, I'm really good at using my fingers. I'm really fast with them. What can I say? So, we're going to remove it. And let's see. Where do you even remove it, though? It might be somewhere else. I'm not following exactly where it is. Goodbye. I meant to ping the hunters nearby, and what do you know? I ping focus on decoding. So, you know, like, little stuff like that. Like, I do hope it's going to get... Oh, I'm going to get a purple soul here. This is really bad. No! Oh, unfortunate. I was hoping it would target the illusion. Okay. I was actually in front of the illusion, though. I guess I was. It's hard to tell there. It looked like the soul was on the side of me, not in front of me. A little bit. As long as I could make it through, but I guess I was a little bit late. Anyway. This is cool. I really like this. It's a lot to digest, I will say. How do you access the new pings? It should just be right inside the game. You just click the text button and all the stuff will be there. Should just be right there. So it's not even like something you have to turn on. It should just all be there. I didn't have to turn anything on. I would love to turn off this this thing, the voice feature, so I don't have all my pings pushed down by one. I'm never gonna use it. Maybe we'll put like a challenge stream. If it turns out that it's really bad, maybe I can do a challenge stream about it. But even then, communication in this game, a lot of people don't take advantage of it anyway. I am going to pause for 1 second, and we're going to have to delete this. Hide voice messages when enabled. There we go. You can start. Alright. We did lose that game, unfortunately. I mean, to be fair, the dude died instantly. We're bound to lose that game. Alright. Do pings make you stand still? For me, they're not making me stand still. Yeah, this is an insane ping system. I thought it's just like, okay, they add a couple new pings. You can tell where the hunter... Dude, no, you can literally custom your own pings. It's not like they just set up some more pings that would be helpful in a real match. They have divided them. They have organized them. I might have to change my original ping setup in this case. Just because the game has provided a lot, then maybe I can change my original pings that I don't need anymore. I still think you need stuff like Cypher Prime, Dungeon is here, Hunter's near me, just general terms like that. Just so when someone sees when you ping, they can see how far away you are when you ping Hunter's near me. Like, you don't have to be that specific at that point. You can train yourself to start being that specific if you want. Which maybe I will. What character streams are we expecting? Man, all these maps look like a little bit more dirty on them. It looks a little bit more greenish here on this map. Darkwoods looked a little bit more lighter. So what character streams are we expecting? We're definitely going to see Explorer. I want to do Explorer. We're going to see Entomologist. And Small just got a pretty sizable buff. Actually, don't really remember. I don't really remember the changes that well. I'm gonna try to find them real quick. There's a lot of changes. There are some. We're gonna see a Mind's Eye stream. I definitely want to do another Mind's Eye stream. Embalmer, I want to do an Embalmer stream. Patient, I want to do a Patient stream on him. We're not gonna do a Little Girl stream. I'm sorry. Little Girl sucks a little bit too much. All right, 0%. Cypher 0%. Man, if we get chased here, I'm very curious about using this area. I definitely am very excited to get to kite again. Hunter is Wu-Chang. Everyone's just pinging it. Where are they getting this? The Hunter is... Oh, dude, this is funny. This is too good. The Hunter is Nightmare. Okay, anyway. The Hunter's pursuing... Alright, I like this. This is interesting. Hunter is Wu-Chang. Yes, we know, we know. Some of the, I feel like some of these, you know, a lot of these pings, they definitely are gonna take time to actually like click on stuff, unless you just start memorizing. I'm definitely pretty certain you can start the Hunter's Peddler, sure. That's not even available in Ring Match. You definitely can get used to where the messages are, but it's gonna take a lot of time. Like it took me, I'm not gonna say like years, because after a year I already knew the general idea of where the muscle memory for my pings are. Okay, now my pings are in the right spots. Are they in the right spots? I don't think they are, actually. Now I feel like they're a little bit lower down. Or higher up, I mean. They were lower down before. Hunter change target. I'm just, for the most part, I'm going to stick to the regular pings on the stream, because it's going to be very hard to multitask when I don't even know what I'm multitasking. You know, I have to have this stuff in muscle memory at this point. Unless I really just want to read out every single time before I even ping anything. Going to be a little bit difficult to do that mid-kai. You guys see how the first officer took advantage of that hole in the wall there? Dodged that swing from Wu-Chang? Pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I don't think Perfumer's about to pop hers, right? I don't want to accidentally pop two servers at the same time. And it wouldn't be bad to have just an extra cipher going here so that no matter which one he teleports to, we're always going to have progress going. Okay, unfortunately we are working on... No, we're working on a different cipher. It's just this one already has progress. That's really interesting. Okay. So I guess Fire Investigator already had some progress. I'm at Ruin, side entrance. Again, I feel like it would just be better to say ping the cipher. In that kind of situation. Like, Ruin side entrance. What is he talking about? This is all... The whole... She's right there, guys. What is this? This is not Ruin side entrance. Oh, okay. She's lying. So this is Ruin side entrance. Okay. They're definitely not, like, very intuitive. Like, why is this called storage? Like, what? It might just be because when the devs designed these maps, guys, I'm sure they had some kind of idea behind how these maps are going to be set up, like what makes sense to put on these maps. And I guess the devs thought that those blue barrels over there, all on the side right there, are like a storage place. A place to store, I guess, the blue barrels themselves. I don't know exactly what you're storing. I'm just going to pop the cipher. I don't know if it's primed or not. Okay, it looks like she popped hers. You can tell because it decided to become orange. Okay, let's see here. We do still have this pallet over here. Does he have confined space on this window? He does. I almost wonder if it might have been better to actually use the illusion there. I looked away for 1 second and he's just gone. Okay, well, it looks like someone is over there. I don't really know what to say in this situation. I haven't read what they did. The Hunter is at... Okay, this is cool. This is cool. I gotta note myself to start using that one. The basement is at... The dungeon is at... Oh, I like this. This is really cool when you're not already there anymore. Mark your location on the minimap? What do you mean? I don't know why it asked me that. This is really cool. I like that. When you're not at the dungeon spot anymore and you just... The Hunter's pursuing first officer. Great. It's really helpful for situations like that. Even though I'm not standing on dungeon, we can literally tell him where dungeon is exactly. Did he listen, though? Nope, he didn't listen. He did not listen. He's going to the wrong dungeon spot. That's funny. So much for communication, guys. Well, anyway, it's really good. It's a very great feature. I'm very excited to just use it. Even though it's not really, you know, it's not going to be the most glamorous change, in all honesty, but it's going to be really helpful. It's going to be add a lot more strategies to the game. I always said that before the ping system, you can honestly do a lot of the things in this game without voice chat. If you have intuition and you could think to yourself, what is it like to play Hunter? You can generally assume what is the Hunter's next plan of action. So when someone says Hunter change target, you can be like, oh, okay, I know exactly what's going on here. I'm going to move out the way and get to an area that is good against this Hunter. But when someone randomly says Hunter change target and you're not really familiar with why the Hunter would want to change target in a certain situation, it might be a little bit confusing. You might be like, huh? Why would the Hunter change target? But while you're thinking about that, the Hunter's already on you, so... I guess it would be a little bit helpful to be like, hey, the Hunter is moving from here towards here, so get out of here. You can be much more specific with it. Be like, hey, specifically you right there. Instead of me just saying Hunter change target, I'm going to tell you the Hunter's coming for you. There's no other direct way to get someone to get off an area than to tell them, hey, the Hunter's coming for you. Specifically you. Of course, though, the problem is, you know, that's going to be a little bit situational because the Hunter is not always going to take a straight line to a certain area. But if you guys have like a last cipher shaking, or maybe there's a rocket chair that the Hunter is going back to, you can be very specific. That's a great time to be very specific and be like, hey, the Hunter is going back to the chair. Hey, the Hunter is going for your cipher that's shaking. That's the last cipher that's being primed right now. Hunter is going for that one. In situations where, like, yeah, there's no way the Hunter would do anything else, they just want to pressure that area. Because they know if they don't, they're going to either tie or lose or something like that. You know, whatever is in their best interest, that's when you can use something like that, when it's very obvious what they need to do in that kind of situation. Today I pinged Tasir, used the owl, and then he pinged I used the owl. Well, that was hilarious. He did use the owl. That's really cool. Man, the level of detail, like that it's not just that you tell people what to do. They could literally respond back to you. I didn't even realize it's that level of complexity. They could just straight up be like, yeah, I know, I already did use the owl. Okay, so, because I was thinking in a situation like that, you would just say, hey, as the seer, if you were the seer, you'd be like, hey, I have 0 owls. You'd ping your owls, right? In a situation like that, no, in this kind of situation, you could just literally talk back to the person, like, hey, I did use the owl. So, I mean, I like it. It's definitely cool. It's a very nice quality of life feature. Again, similar story. They did nerf the double doors, so Hunter cannot body block it. It also means that Magician cannot put a Magician illusion to body block it anymore either. So it applies to both. So I guess my Survivor exactly got nerfed by this change. A little bit strange that he connected this cipher, but not that one. So I'm just going to do this one. Like, I'm not going to do that cipher. That cipher makes you decode slower when it's connected. Even though the cipher is blocked, it is still better. You still actually beat out other people's cipher machines just by waiting on a block cipher machine, which is crazy to think about because you decode 50% slower on that cipher machine. I'm actually going to end up beating out those other people on my cipher machine. And not just that, but I'm not going to be sending Magician to code the cipher machine. It's blocked, man. But that's the thing. It's I guess right there might be like an example of like a game sense thing from the perfumer. Like the perfumer probably does not realize that that's better to do. That you actually get more decode out of waiting on a block cipher machine against Hermit. Against Hermit specifically. Don't do this against like Nightmare or something. Just go decode the regular cipher machine. But against Hermit, it is actually more efficient to wait out the block. And look at this. We're almost caught up to the fire investigator who started a cipher at the start of the match. Isn't this hilarious? So this is exactly why I want to be waiting on the block cipher machine against Hermit, because look at how much faster we are going to beat out our teammates. On top of that, the best part is that we are not decoding a cipher where our energy is going to get split up. We cannot possibly do all 7 ciphers. We're only going to do 5 of them. So inevitably, some progress will go to ciphers that we're not going to complete. However, if you guys maximize the time where there's unconnected cipher machines, you could reduce how much energy is sent to those other ciphers unnecessarily. And that is why we're waiting on the unconnected cipher. Not just so we can finish our cipher faster, not just so that we can not take damage, but also so that we're not sending energy to ciphers that we're anyway not going to do later. And look at that. Even with 40 seconds wait time, we still popped our cipher before that perfumer. And she got on the cipher immediately. Remember, she was at 30% when we started our cipher. And now, the best part about it is that now we can take over a cipher that she was working on, but she doesn't have to worry about my cipher progress being sent anywhere else and being wasted. She could just immediately go to, I don't know, Fire Investigator and heal him up and not have to worry about the cipher in the first place. Because right now, if I did this cipher right here, then yes, my cipher would be helping the perfumer, but my cipher would also be going to the fourth stop. I'm going to say right now, we're probably not going to decode fourth stop, judging by where the person is dying right now. So it's overall a good thing that I didn't waste my time. And on top of that, if I did this cipher right here, and then I did the next cipher later, some of you guys might be saying, well, Psyche, why not do the unblocked cipher first, and then do the block cipher later when it unblocks itself? The reason why not is because then the Hermit is going to connect that one once a couple ciphers pop. So it's anyway going to get connected. We need to take advantage of the unconnected ciphers before we pop 2 ciphers. Because once 2 ciphers pop, all 5 ciphers will constantly be connected by a Hermit. He will always make sure to constantly connect all of them. I should have switched to blue. Yeah, I should have switched... Wait, what? I don't really see why he would disconnect her, because Entomologist doesn't have blue. So she's still going to survive. We just decode regular speed now. Was there like a cipher that's about to pop? It's impossible. There's not a cipher that's about to pop. We popped this, and my cipher wasn't connected to anything. The closest one that has progress is like this one. Or maybe that one. Yeah, it was that one. 53% on that cipher. I do want to, unfortunately we don't have a way to heal up here. I'm gonna die to a single basic hit. I see the idea that the Hermit went for, but now she can kite out, she just needs to kite a lot less time now because we're not getting our decodes slowed. Oh, and then Fire Investigator went down for no reason. He didn't even have a polarity on him. Okay, so the problem right now is that I will die in one hit right now. And I don't have any, like, charge or anything. I hope our teammates come in for the help here. Yep, she is coming here to help. He might hit the chair. He might swing at the chair now. No, he doesn't. Oh, let's go! The sidestep into the chair hit? That was great. That was really good. Get some extra points so that we're getting more points than our teammates. There we go. We would have died in one hit there if we would have gotten hit, so that's good. That was really good that we just made him hit the chair. Just a single sidestep. Just flipped out of the way. Gotta be careful of this warp here. And we're actually not out of this. We're actually still in a lot of trouble because of that warp. The dungeon is at North Bridge. Where is that? Is this North Bridge? This is North Bridge. It's kind of hard to see the names, but yeah, I do see dungeon there. That is true. The problem right now is he just uses 1,000 presents. He gets on that thing over there, and then he uses 1,000 presents. Oh, he definitely sees me. I'm gonna prepare for a kite, like it's a detention kite. I would love to go rescue, but if we went to go rescue, then he would see us from that station. There's no way. Oh, we're in a really bad spot. Okay, we can technically survive here. Oh, he did walk through it. That was my bad. Bad illusion. Oh no, I hope she doesn't leave. I hope she doesn't leave yet. Oh, thank God. I'm gonna take a hit before I tell her that dungeon is here. He's gonna go around. So he's scared. He knows about dungeon. I assume, right? I'm gonna walk in this on purpose. He hits me, hopefully. Dungeon is here. This should be enough. Ha! I should have used an illusion for BM. Never mind. Anyway, that was a little bit of a bad illusion there. It is a lot harder to use your illusion when the palette is broken, but it is possible. Especially though, you know, now that you can walk through your illusion, it's going to be very hard to test if the illusion even works, even if you're trying to practice in custom match. Also, the survivor's model was anyway smaller than the hunter, so it wasn't really a reliable test to be like, oh, if I can walk through, then the hunter can walk through. Not necessarily. The hunter's model is bigger than the survivor. So sometimes you can walk through your illusion, but they cannot if you place it really well. But now that you can always walk through your illusion, there's really no way to accurately test. Is it even going to work? It looked like you could have survived a hit. He had detention. We would have died. If she left and we didn't have if we didn't have anyone else sharing damage, we would have died to detention here. So yeah, without detention we would survive. With detention we are not surviving. That's why we needed her to stay. But also the fire masker had red. It didn't matter then at that point to have 3 people. We just needed 1 person with red along with me. And the other person could leave if they really wanted to. Alright, thankfully he went back for me. I feel like he got really scared there. He went for the other gate. He knew where I was, but he decided to go for the other gate. And then he changed his mind. He should have just committed. Because if he just committed, he would have been able to stop that gate. I guess he thought it would have opened. Alright. I'm reporting you for that diabolical chariot. That was a good chariot. That was a really good chariot. That was juicy. Okay. So if we do end up kiting Shaq here, which we might not. It really depends on the hunter. If it's gonna be something like Geisha, we probably will not want to. We're gonna lose out on a lot of rotation value if I don't go if I don't leave Shaq though. But the Magician is gonna be really good. I do really want to test out how good the buff can be when you force this hunter to hit the illusion. You can really force him to hit it at Shaq. Okay, it's photographer anyway. Looks like it doesn't matter. Wait, I should have pinged that the hunter's photographer. Ooh, I forgot about that. That would be really nice. I should have thought about that. I just vaulted the window in case... He's probably going to think I'm hiding inside of Shaq. I'm not even going to try to hide in Shaq. Just going to vault the window, make him waste a little bit extra time now, having to vault the window himself. Yeah, but this is going to be a little bit annoying. Because, yeah, photographer, hunter, that really depends on luck. And we are subject to that luck as well. I do want to do a ping here. The basement is at church. Is he just not going to go after me? That's really interesting. Okay, and someone else just gives a free hit. He might actually go for me. Watch out for Blink. Okay, follow me. Okay, this is gonna be a rough now because of that hit that he honestly didn't even have to work for that hard. He is gonna be able to blink her down. Hopefully he just has something like teleport and then she can still kite us out. It's not over. Okay, but no, she just takes another hit. Are you kidding me? Abilities and a very good pallet area plus windows to stall out the photographer. No full presence to like ever card trick backwards. I don't understand what the heck happened there. There's no reason she should be going down. At least get the blink out. Basement is at church. Again, we can ping it again. Leave something as soon as... Oh, no, get out the way! How do you turn this off? Mark your location on the minimap. There's no easy way to actually turn this off. The ping... The list is kind of in the way. Oh, I guess I should have just clicked the ping. Oh, okay. We could just click right there to get rid of it. My bad. I was trying to directly click the list, the drop down. Don't come to... Oh man, some of these are confusing. Don't come to where to constrain. Like, when would I use that? What does it mean, restrain? I'm at... Okay. You know, this is kind of a useless ping. You could just say follow me, and that way the person doesn't have to worry about what you're talking about. What does follow me at, like, dilapidated college mean? What does that mean? Just say follow me, and then you'd be able to clearly see it. Oh, she's not gonna get chaired. She was in front of a chair. Never mind. I'm heading to... This is interesting. Okay. The cipher machine at somewhere will soon be decoded. Okay. That's kind of strange. I feel like you would just ping your progress in that case, but I guess if you're not already on the cipher. Oh, she got found. Oh, and he missed the ball. He not only did he miss it, but he actually overshot it, so he could just walk right through. He could have shot it sooner, honestly. Oh man, that was really bad. He could have prevented a whole basement. Man, that's really sad. Maybe I should have went to heal her. I didn't think she would get found from that far across the map. It's a little bit unfortunate. Man, there's so much to ping here. This is just one area, guys. This is just one category, I mean. Oh, he's not in the same world as me. He's in that world. Okay, now he's in this world. Just wonder. We gotta focus. We gotta read this photographer like a book here. Okay, he's just going back. Back to pick him up. Where is that? Where's that chair? It's not near me. Yeah, it's all the way over there. Okay. Antiquarian flywheels. I don't know, guys. That basement really hurt. The basement really hurt because then he took a photo. Fire investigator was right there. What is dilapidated wall? Dilapidated wall would be... It looks like bottom broken. What people call bottom broken, this area over here, that's dilapidated wall. And I gotta remember that after I drag down, I have to drag back up here. Because when you drag down, it used to be that when you ping something, it would just automatically go back to the top. This is not good. You're heading to graveyard? He got me. I thought that was a swing. Hopefully we can at least make it in here. Oh, we're actually not even going to make it in the photo world. Damn. That's my bad. I should have been more careful. I wasn't really thinking about the card trick. I was just looking for any animation. I should have lived there. That's my bad. So, what is this, what other... You know, they're all called Dilapidated Wall, though. This one is called North Dilapidated Wall. This one is called Ruins Dilapidated Wall. I've never said the word dilapidated in my life before. Dilapidated Wall, South. Obviously, we got Church here. And we got Cottage. So that's going to be Shack. We're at the Ruins side entrance right now. Yeah, we're not going to be able to... We're not going to be able to recover this game. I needed to stay alive there. Oh well. Again, like we could have been fine if that Entomologist just didn't make the early game so easy for him. After that, like where Photographer really shines is once he gets people on share, because he has probably one of the fastest recoveries in the entire game. So he can recover quickly. He'll hit the rescue for free, and usually it won't be that hard to immediately hit someone else after the rescue. Did Psyche ever talk about the new ping system? I'm literally talking about it right now, man. Psyche has no chatters. Look at the empty chat. There's no chatters. Chat is dead. Psyche fell off. You can still see the top of the original chat. Okay, just joined. Yes, I was talking about it. I'm literally looking at it. Psyche, will you be sad to see the Lucky Guy syringe streams gone? No, I'm not sad. I'm very happy those are gone. I mean, you can still ask for a syringe if you want. It's a 100% chance to get it. It's just you won't get it by random anymore. Thank God. Now we can finally play Lucky Guy, guys. He's finally competitive. What do you know? For sure. 100%, guys. 100%. He's finally competitive. Don't forget, Magician's Illusion can take polarity. Yes, yes, that's really great, guys. That's really great. But if you're standing next to your illusion, then you also get the polarity. You need to already be away from your illusion before he shoots. It's just like with regular people. It's just like if you're body blocking for someone. If both you and the person are standing next to each other, when he shoots the polarity, both of you guys are getting the same color. It's not applied to just one person. It's applied to both of you. It's like an area of effect. Psyche, did you try the Ripper rework with Evil Eye Host? Didn't see the stream on Whim. I played one match at the end of the stream, yes. I played one match, and I also played one match before I started streaming. And that's how I figured out that the buffs came out. I was like, what the heck is this? There's like a new button. So I tried it out, and it's pretty cool. I like it. Okay. We still haven't been chased in this area. I spawned here like 3 times this stream, but so far nothing. Oh, the hunter's coming for me. It's Ripper. How do I ping? The hunter is... Nope, that's not what I wanted to say. Oh, okay, someone already knows. Hunter's nearby. Oh, dude dropped a peeper. I'm gonna do something weird here. We're gonna do that, yep, because he's obviously gonna do that. That was really obvious. I'm gonna try to make my way to the new kiting area. We're gonna try to see how well it works. Maybe we can like bait him? No, we don't get it. He just gets it back. The cooldown is so fast. It's 9 seconds. Crazy, man. 9-second cooldown. Absolutely insane. He also has 1,000 in presence. Ah, that is so stupid. Right. Okay, we can get like a window boost here. He might go through the wall right there. I'm not sure. Okay. We do get a speed boost from that. That's really nice. We're gonna escape this area now. Do you see how good that is? Like, even if he vaults the pallet now, maybe we can mind game him. It's too forgiving. Man, these walls are too good for Ripper. That is too good for Ripper. I'm glad Ripper is buffed, but holy crap, that is really stupid. That is insanely stupid how he can just do that. I already knew about that, but now that you use a Foggy Blade every 9 seconds instead of 20 seconds, you really feel it every single time. You feel it so often now. As opposed to before, after he used his cooldown, you could still use that area now for the next 20 seconds. You don't have to worry about it. Now it's really tough. Okay, that's 1 Foggy Blade. That's 2 Foggy Blades. And he's dead. I don't know why he didn't take a more direct route to the chair. Why did he go in such a big circle right there? Oh, bad flywheel. That is really good. I'm not gonna lie, that is really good. That is really good how small the hitbox is, so you don't even have to really worry about it. I don't think we're really even gonna be able to survive now. What can we do? He's gonna put a peeper there. There's no point doing that cipher when there's a peeper on it. That cipher has no progress. I'm not gonna do it. It just makes no sense to do it. It's just better to do this one now. It takes less time to break the peeper. Hunter can't see me. As far as he knows, he still thinks I'm over there trying to walk back to that cipher. But no, I'm already on another cipher. Hunter's pursuing Lucky Guy? Oh, well, good to know. He finally... I'm confused why he didn't ping it himself. Oh, wait, what? He's healing someone. Okay, I guess I have to go help. No, Acrobat is coming himself. Man, that is really good. That is really good. I almost feel like maybe it was unnecessary that they buffed the cooldown by an extra second. Because that is extremely good. I guess time will have to see. But guys, Ripper already has some very strong stats compared to other hunters. Ripper is the only hunter in this game where when he swings, his ability still comes out when he gets stunned. He's the only hunter in the game who can do that. When he swings and you stun him with a pallet, the Foggy Blade still comes out. And it's pretty BS. It's really BS. Trust me, I know. I played Ripper. I know what it's like. Yes! Read him like a book! Never do that. Why would you ever do that? Just walk through the pallet and he would have hit me. Never makes sense to any do that. Oh, that is so stupid. Right, because he just gets another one back. I'm so used to the old Ripper. How after he uses his Foggy Blade, he doesn't have anything for the next 20 seconds, but he still had something. And he ended that chase very quickly. Ripper is very good when you combine it with his Foggy Blade. Sorry, not Foggy Blade. What I'm trying to say is one of Ripper's weaknesses is that because his Foggy Blade is attached to him, and you can never disattach the Foggy Blade from you, kind of like how Sculptor can use statues from far, or how Blood Queen can use the mirror from far, you as Ripper can never use your Foggy Blades from far. You are always attached to them. You have to get close to the Survivor if you want to get value out of them. But when you have speed ability, when you have the ability to be fast, that significantly is reduced. The problem of that whole thing is now completely out the window because you are able to travel so much faster. Because you have the speed, you have the invisibility. The invisibility is not the important part. The speed that you get from the invisibility is what's important. And the fact that you get it now... ooh, that is not what you want to do there. You got to be a little bit closer than that. But anyway, as I was saying, the speed up, the fact that you become faster with Ripper with Presence helps make your Foggy Blade good. Because without it, it's a lot harder to catch up to survivors. Like, if a survivor were to force you to vault a window or break a pallet, you become slow again. I don't... Why did he cheer here? You become slow again. But when the game just starts, you're always going to be slow. Every single thing you do is always going to be slow. And so it's a lot easier to kind of break away with like a window boost or a pallet boost, kind of like what I did earlier in my kite, how it's so much easier to break away. But now every single time you throw your small Foggy Blade, the small Foggy Blade gives you just as much fog as a big Foggy Blade so that you can become invisible again. So even the old Ripper had the problem of, because of the fact that even with Presence, because of the fact that his cooldown was so long, you'd have times where you'd use your Foggy Blade, there would no longer be any more fog on the map. But you'd still have to wait for a very long cooldown. You have no easy way to become invisible again. But with Ripper, the new Ripper, even if you only get a chip hit, the chip hit will give you back your full invisibility back every single time. You see how the small Foggy Blade gives fog on the ground just like a big Foggy Blade would? So it pretty much means that no matter what you use, you're always going to be constantly moving at maximum speed. And so because you're always constantly moving at maximum speed, it's a lot easier to catch up to Survivor to actually use your Foggy Blade. Like right there, if he wasn't faster, it would have taken a lot more time to go in a circle around those pallets and actually hit the lucky guy with the Foggy Blade there. He would not have been where he was in the moment had he not been faster. So this is a huge buff for Ripper. And it's not just that he gets a faster cooldown, is that every single time you have your Foggy Blade, you can use it. There are a lot of times before where you use your Foggy Blade, and yeah, you hit the Survivor, but then there's the next 20 seconds where the Survivor can use like areas that normally your Foggy Blade would be good in, but you just don't have it because it's such a long cooldown. Now, though, you guys saw in my kite that even though I bait out the Foggy Blades, he only has to wait 9 seconds for his next one, as opposed to before, he used to have to wait 20 seconds. And the whole way I would structure my kites is I would structure my kites in a way where I would take advantage of a bad area against Ripper while he doesn't have his Foggy Blade, and as soon as he's about to get it back, I leave that area, so then he's no longer getting value from his Foggy Blade. Now he has to follow me, now he has to go after me. I might have gotten a window boost right as he got his Foggy Blade back, and now he can't use his Foggy Blade. He just has to sit around and wait for him to get closer to me, and that's how you extend your kite against Ripper. Even though with the Foggy Blade, it's basically a guaranteed hit every single time you have it because of the way it travels through walls, because of the way you can hit through a wall and it'll go through a wall, because of the fact that when you get stunned, as long as you started the attack, it'll still come out. All those things mean that Ripper is going to be very good when he has his Foggy Blade. But his only downside was it was such a long cooldown. It was very hard to ever have an opportunity to use your Foggy Blade because half the time you don't even have your Foggy Blade. Now, though,
you can, at the very bare minimum, use your chip hit Foggy Blade, and you're still gaining time for your next Foggy Blade. It is very efficient now. It's just like Hermit Full Presence, where when Hermit cannot use his polarity because you're really far from him, he's still gaining his next polarity, so that as soon as he's within range, he'll throw 2 at you now instead of just 1. It's like Bonbon, it's like Sculptor, where if you rotate them early game, yes, you spent time wasting like time. You wasted their time making you follow you, but now they have like 6 statues. Now they have 6 bombs. So they get rewarded at the same time for them getting rotated. Kind of like with Ripper. With Ripper, if you decide to transition kite him right as he gets his Foggy Blade back, well, he's still gaining his next Foggy Blade. So by the time he does catch up to you, well, now he has 2. Now you have 2 to worry about, not just 1. And that's what makes him so much more efficient now, is that he has stacks of these abilities. And it's Blood Queen. Okay. Let's see if she goes for me, though. If she doesn't, then we have the cipher right here. Oh, I should have pinged that as soon as I saw who it was. That's my mistake. Where do you ping it? Okay, you ping it in character. Okay. Go to rescue. That's not really good grammar, but alright. Attempt has been made. Okay, send your location. Decode the cipher machine. Okay, it doesn't really say what cipher machine. Decode another cipher machine. Okay. There is a lot of times where you need someone to decode another cipher machine, and you want to be specific about it. A lot of times you'll say decode another cipher machine, but you know, who are you saying it to? Only one person is going to decode the cipher machine. Stay within the tinnitus area. Do we want to say that right now? It doesn't really change a whole lot. We really anyway want to go rescue against... Oh my god, Blake. God damn, Blake. Blake just got treated the 1000 presents hard. He just learned the 1000 presents the hard way. If you don't get away from them, if you don't get closer to the mirror or get away from it, then when she spins the mirror, it'll be the same distance next to you as if when you got first hit. You gotta make sure your distance from the mirror at least changes, either closer or further away, so that when she rotates it after a hit... What is going on here? Okay. I would love for these two to heal. There you go. I also could have said the other way around, mechanic heal first officer. I just want them both to heal each other. That would be nice. Okay, we're just trying to stall out this chair. Maybe we should have stalled a little bit longer there, actually. Because we had like a couple seconds left. Okay, nice. He'll force out a mirror at the least. They are healing each other. Ooh, he's not going to survive here, unfortunately. Okay. I don't want to necessarily go straight for a hospital right next to double doors right there. We definitely do need to heal up against a hunter like what's it called? Like Blood Queen. Is there like a ping for like the robot to heal? Like robot, go heal magician? Let's see. Robot, go heal magician. No, there is no ping. You could still say mechanic, and then maybe she'll realize that you're next to the robot. Maybe. Okay. This is really bad. I almost wonder maybe it wasn't a good idea to rescue twice. Maybe just once. Even once, man. Even once maybe was not a good idea. We definitely want to heal this man right now. Oh man, but he keeps walking. I definitely want to do a heal party right now. I don't want anyone touching the cipher machine because she might just teleport on it. She might use a mirror in the direction. And especially now that she's not chasing anyone. We really... Oh, okay, now they're chasing. Now they found someone. Okay, hunter change target! Okay, we're getting lucky. Let's go get on the ciphers ASAP then. Hunter is guard 26, good to know. Okay, 23%. A little bit sad because now mechanic brought her robot here. How much progress, how much energy does she have? Is there a way to ask her? Control the doll to rescue? That's crazy. You gotta be absolutely crazy to say that one. I would love to go back for the cipher. But I don't think we will. The robot is wasting so much time. Did he use his self-heal? I don't think he did. Oh, I should ping where the hunter is right now since he doesn't know, since they're not pinging it. Okay, well now it doesn't matter because she just knocked on the robots. Everyone knows where she is. Okay. I don't like this situation. This is a really bad situation. Nope, not in range. Nice try. Okay. Really trying to stay away from Fire Investigator right now. Should we waste that pallet by going towards it? We don't need it. We can use this one. Still though, time is running out to heal him. Okay, we should force her to go back on me by doing the cipher. Okay, she might actually decide to stay on mechanic. Uh-oh. I mean, ideally, we just pop these cipher machines and we don't need to go heal him. Does he have self-heal? I actually don't know if he has self-heal or not. We need to do another cipher machine. Code another cipher machine. Is it worth the illusion? Right now, she's just missing. I don't think it's worth the illusion. Even if we illusion there, it's not going to be that hard to just follow me. Okay. Dude, I don't know the names of these areas. Ruins East? The hunter's moving towards hospital statue probably. No, now they're here. Towards Crippet College? Okay, no. She's just standing. Hunter's near. Oh no! No time for that! Hunter's nearby. Oh, the speed boost does stack! We got 100% movement speed right there instead of 50%. So it does stack. That's really cool. So if you use your illusion and immediately get a hit, you get 100% speed boost instead of 50%. Okay, Hunter changed target. Okay, this is a good time to use the ping. Hunter is moving towards Crippet Cottage, kind of? No, not really. It's hard to say. She keeps changing her mind. Ruins West. It's like this general area. Hopefully they just do a cipher machine. Hunter's moving towards... Yeah. Okay, no, she changed her mind now. Hello. We're friends, right? Oh, I really don't like the situation. The problem is right now, if we die in basement. Man, what's the... I'm so confused. What is the big deal? Why is no one else doing another cipher machine? Are all the cipher machines in the same spot? Oh, they are. There's a cipher right here. I didn't even notice that. And the other cipher's at Shack. Okay. Man, this is really confusing to use. No, I didn't mean to ping it. I see hospital. I just assume it's hospital. I'm not used to reading it all the way. I keep pinging hospital statue instead of hospital. Man, do I just ping? Did I just pop this? Cipher is primed. Dude, it is really hard to use these pings. It's going to take a lot of getting used to. Like, this is not just memorizing where the pings are. You gotta memorize the situation. Use them in and what to act. Like, how do you find what you need to ping? Okay. Where is that? Decrepit College. Moving towards. Oh. Moving towards. Well, now I don't know where she is, though. Okay, well, Fire Masquerade is saying where she is. There's no need. Okay. Man, this is... Oh, I didn't mean to ping that. I just meant to scroll down. I didn't mean to ping that. That is actually exactly not where she is. Abandoned statue. Okay, so this is over here. So you really gotta be careful. You don't want to ever press... It seems like you don't want to press this button here, guys, because this button here is gonna force you to do this. You have to scroll down to the, like, a little bit to the left of those little marker icons. The cyber machine at somewhere has less decoding progress. Okay, for those of you guys wondering why did it take so long to tell her to pop, it's because you don't... Hold up. It's because you don't want to pop against Blood Queen if she didn't use her mirror already. What's the next move here? What? That was very weird. I guess she's trying to look for the mechanic, maybe, because she knows she has no chance going after Magician. 82%. Yeah, she's not going to make it now. As long as Fire Investigator gets here on time. I'm not going to leave yet, just in case... Oh, hey, it's his illusion. Wait, I can't walk through it? I can't walk through his illusion, but he can walk through his own? Is that how it works? I thought I could walk through it too. It was pushing me to the side. The voice is trash, hardly thinks of what you say. Man, this is... Dude, that is a lot. That is a lot to ingest. Dude, I can't just like, it's not as simple as like finding it, and like by the time I even find it, she's already going to a different area. Why are your randoms goated today? I don't know, man. We had a pretty good, we had a pretty bad start. I mean, we had a really bad start. It could have helped had I pinged immediately that the hunter is Blood Queen. Because I immediately saw who it was. It's really hard to navigate the ping system while kiting? Well, to be fair, a lot of people tell me that in general it's hard to ping while kiting, and I've gotten used to it. I've gotten very used to it. You'll see me even in solo matches when there's just bots and me, that even when or let's say in a rank match when everyone died or when everyone leaves, I'm still pinging because I have made it a habit. It's not just like, it's not even like I'm thinking about it anymore. I just literally do it. It's just second nature at that point. So maybe this can eventually become second nature, but it's definitely going to take some time to get used to, for sure. Dude, I feel like the pings are taking over the stream, and it's not even about the Magician's buff anymore. This is more like about Ripper's buff. I feel like Ripper is getting more attention than Ripper has gotten. Sorry, than Magician has gotten. It's kind of silly. Yeah, I will say, the randoms, that game, their game sense, I was too busy trying to manage the ping, but I gotta say, they did a really good job, like, not ever running into the hunter. I was just pressuring the Cypher, which, in hindsight, it is a little bit risky to pressure the Cypher like that, but I guess I have the best ability to do it. I have the best ability to do it so that no one else is getting pressured who has worse items than me. I'm the best person to get chased, I guess, if I think about it. Are you gonna do a Ripper stream? Absolutely, we're absolutely gonna do a Ripper stream. I mean, it's a must. How can we not do a Ripper stream? This guy is insane. How do you ping this? The hunter's Hermit. I love just scrolling down, just trying to find Hermit. Wait, I love how I pinged that even though he already connected to the Cypher. Why am I even wasting my time? I just realized. I want to see this. No, it doesn't focus on the Magician. Maybe it did hit the Magician illusion as well, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I'm gonna bring him all the way to this corner here. So that when I force him to hit me, his warp isn't gonna be as good. Does he still hit me here, though, is the question. Oh my god, he better not. Wait, I'm still dead, though! Well, dead is a little bit of an overstatement. Oh, thank you, my man! My man is a lifesaver! Dude, that's a really good... that was really good timing. Thank you, man. Man, that is one smart play right there. Really good timing from him. And I would love to go get healed right now. Nah, we got him right here. Let's save her health. She could use it like on the forward or somebody. If the forward, like, assuming the forward is not the chase target. Can I ping that the hunter has impact? The hunter has... Oops, I didn't mean to ping that. You see, I gotta get used to the fact that there's these annoying icons here that I gotta avoid when I'm scrolling down. I'm so used to scrolling like on the right side of the screen. Yeah, this is gonna take some getting used to. Find a locker to remove polarity. That's really funny. Some people don't even know you can do this. The game is literally telling you that you can do this. Okay. Oh. I thought it's like asking me to close this menu in case I want less options. No. It's just asking me if I want to switch the hunter, which there is no reason to. It's always going to be Hermit now. Oh, I can tell someone to change polarity. Find a cyber machine, execute to obtain... Dude, guys, this is one hunter. Guys, this is one hunter on one map. All the map names are changing constantly because the maps are different. And then every time you face a certain hunter... You gotta memorize what pings you could tell your teammates against that hunter to be a better team player. Oh man, this is... my brain's hurting from this. I gotta spend some time, like, after a stream or some time just reading all the pings. If I'm really crazy, I would even bring in my alt account and I would just have my alt account become every hunter so I could just see what the pings look like. For the hunter-specific pings. Oh, you know what? I guess I could do that right now. Let's see what the options are for Hellember. He has a puppet. Oh, you can say where the puppet is. You can say where the puppet has been removed. I just got an email. Did you guys hear that? You could remove... Oh, you can tell someone to remove a certain puppet. Okay, clown. Hunter installed a drill. Okay, you can just tell them what they installed. I've been hit by a drill. Oh. You could tell that to like a barmaid or psychologist so that they don't heal you by hand. I guess they already, as soon as they start healing you, they'll figure it out though. Okay. Do we really want to do this cipher? I feel like we have a different cipher with more progress. I feel like we have another cipher with more progress than that first stop. Like this one. I bet you this has some more progress. Because look, it was connected to that cipher. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. No, it's not. I hope I'm not making a really big mistake here. GameSense is telling me that this cipher has a lot of progress. More progress than the first stop. Does it have more? Is 50% more than the other one? I don't know. Was it worth walking here all the way? Or would it have just been better to do the closest cipher? Maybe? Not sure. It's hard to say. Man, if he stopped this cipher right now, this would be a very good player. Alright, so he knows what he's doing. Oh shoot, I'm dead. You guys are saying that the illusion apparently, like, blocks it. Man, that's really nice. The fact that I didn't have to wait like a half second there to wait to vault for that. In the past, I would have had to wait. Oh wait, if he gets red, I'm dead. Okay, basement is not there, though. Hunter changed target. Follow me. Let's heal. Why would he switch targets at this time? This is a horrible time to switch targets. You were expecting remove a peaceful find for Axploit. Well, let's check it out right now. I really hope we can make this heal. He's right there. No quick messages available? Interesting. Hunter is moving towards merry-go-round. You see, that's really helpful, even though we already know that. It's just for, like, the forward, I guess, in case the forward didn't see. Like, I don't know where the hunter is, but I'm just gonna say hunter's nearby. No, he's finding us for sure. No, I didn't mean to ping that! I meant to say the dungeon is here! I'm telling you guys. It's gonna be so annoying getting used to the fact that after you ping, the messages like don't change their spots. We totally could have avoided that had I just... Why would he shoot the wall? That is so annoying. Oh, forward might just be dead here. I didn't know forward was here. Oh, hopefully he switches. Man, we're in so much trouble. Now that he's getting chased. Yeah. Man, I wish I knew he was there. I just didn't know he was there. I would have just avoided this area entirely. I didn't know he was there. We just got silent teammates. Look, Cyber's almost prime. Had I just not come here, we would have been fine. It's very frustrating. Okay, well, Cypher's primed. I'm just gonna pop it as soon as he's in recovery. And I'm gonna switch to blue here. Actually, let's see what happens. Okay, I'll switch to blue now, so that now me and Psychologist are linked, and I'm gonna survive this way an extra hit. Where are we kiting? Okay, I guess we're gonna go over here. Oh, he almost missed it. Not quite. Ooh, nice. We're gonna waste a little bit extra time now. No, we can't vault it. Okay, that wastes time. This is wasting time. As much as possible. I don't know, guys. I don't think we're gonna make it out. It depends on how much progress they can get, but he's probably gonna warp. And then he's probably going to use his 1,000 presents. Man, if he's going to use his 1,000 presents first, that's a mistake. He could just get there faster if he uses warp plus 1,000 presents right now. Instead, he's doing the 1,000 presents trick on the cage. It might still work out, of course. I'm not saying it won't work out, but it would be faster to warp and then use 1,000 presents. What he did there actually gave us a little bit more time to actually possibly escape right there. New ping system doesn't change the no pingers, right? There is a ping your location ping. There is one. No, we shouldn't have lost that. If anything, that should have been a win. I just didn't know he was there. The magician skin you're using feels laggy when I use it. Yeah, it's got a lot of detail to it. Yeah, there's a ping that says X, send your location. Maybe he did ping and I just didn't see. It's kind of like when he saved me at the start of the match. I had no idea he was even there. He never said anything. I had no idea that I could have been setting him up to make it easier for him. I was thinking about even vaulting, and if I vaulted, I would have made it very hard for him. I just didn't want to vault because, you know, it's not that hard to hit the stun if the survivor vaults. If you see that they vaulted, it's pretty easy at that point. Unless you vault the same time that he decides to press the button to use it. Alright. I use this skin every once in a while, but let's go back to the original skin. We need more slots and we can add on chat box? I don't agree. It already takes quite a bit of time scrolling down. Really? I barely scroll down right now. Unless the maximum that you can see. Dude, I need a ping inside a game that says never spawn at corner house. This is a really bad spawn that she's doing. Terrible spawn. You never want to spawn at corner house. Not only can you no longer do a 3-cipher kite there like you used to, but on top of that, it's pretty easy to block the cipher machine. You have to get lucky that there's 2 ciphers if that were to happen. But more importantly, the spawn that the hunter did right now, this is how corner house people always die. Because when the hunter does that spawn, the game pushes you all the way in the corner away from the good pallet. Hunter's always going to beat you to the good pallet. You're never going to be able to reach it. So you're forced to use the pallet in the front of corner house. But then you're forced to be in this kind of mind game where it's like, okay, which side is the hunter going? You might be running towards the pallet, but you might also be running into the hunter at the same time, and your chase is starting instantly no matter what. Sometimes you might even be taking a hit right away if it's a hunter with like any range attack. I'm hoping that the hunter goes for me, ideally. But if the hunter knows how spawns work and they know that the survivor spawns all the way in the corner away from the good paladin, they're always going to go for the person there. It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, so let me check on this. If someone were to ping the hunter's exploit, does it automatically... No, I have to ping myself that the hunter's exploit for it to automatically fill in the other exploit pings. Not that there is any pings for exploit, but let's see what it changes. I want to see what it changes if I were to ping that the hunter's exploit. Man, where's the hunter? Oh, he might be over there. He might be in that alleyway, not sure. Okay. Again, we got another no pinger. Dude, where's the ping that tells people to ping? Okay, well, she finally pinged by the time I could even find it. And Blink is on cooldown now. Go to the dungeon at... I'm never going to use that ping. I'm just going to tell my teammates where the dungeon is. Sometimes it's not the right play to go for dungeon. So, if you tell someone that, I'm afraid they're going to go too early before we can open the gate. And then, if they do that, then the hunter's just going to start standing on the dungeon before it opens. You need to go to dungeon like right as the gate is already ready to be open, or when your teammates can already leave. So that way, as soon as you reach it, you can just automatically leave. The hunter's not going to then stand on the dungeon and prevent you from escaping. So by me pinging the hunter's exploit, we now have exploit pings down here without me having to input it myself. Though I guess I still had to input who the hunter is, so I could have just done it here as well. Just at that point, just without the ping being wasted. I need Inspire, I need Encourage, man. So depending on your team comp, it could also change. These pings also change. I need to... Do I really gotta memorize the pings for like every single survivor that I could have? Like, I gotta memorize it. I gotta click on ability, drag down, and ask for Inspire. Man. The hunter has... Hold up. So I know when Blink is about to end. I did check the surrender timer. Hunter's Blink cooldown has ended. I'm not gonna ping that yet. I wish I could, like, select it without pinging it. That would be nice. Dude, I'm too busy trying to read these pings to even realize what is going on in these matches. I don't even know where the last cipher machine is. Where's the last cipher machine? Now would be a great time for someone to ping Magician, go to this cipher. That would be really nice right about now. Okay. Do we just not have a last cipher? I guess we don't have a last cipher because now that I think about it, she was actually probably harassing, trying to help. It's going to be too hard to do in chase? Don't say that. I'm the guy who pings when there's no one in the match. I don't even know what I'm pinging. It's certainly possible. Definitely takes a little bit more brain power, though. Again, though, I still think it's a muscle memory game. Like, muscle memory ability is exactly in this spot of the screen. Every time. At least these spots don't change. These are always in the same place. The only issue I'm worried about is that if there's different survivors on your team, the Inspire button might be in different spots. Because right now, it's at the top, but what if we have, like, an Antiquarian on the team? Which one will be at the top, then? Inspire or Antiquarian? I don't know. Oh, man, the speed up really catches people off guard. Every time. Okay, I was hoping we could prime that Cypher before the Hunter comes. Because in that kind of situation, it's more important to get your Cypher ready in case the Hunter comes for it. That's why I didn't want to go rescue immediately. Because that way, if I stop shaking and then Fire Investigator comes to do it, well then he's not going to be able to pop it if the Hunter comes at that moment. I got to make sure I'm helping him beforehand, you know? Oh, he's using the soul regularly, okay. The problem is that, oh, my purple soul disappeared, so now he doesn't know where I am. I was going to say, he must have used the purple soul that was fresh, and then the old soul that I had from earlier disappeared. It takes 30 seconds to disappear. We're not getting that Cypher done. Ooh, this is really bad. Let's hope he didn't see my footsteps. He definitely saw my footsteps. Oh! Alright, we got it. He's just gonna immediately take the hit. Okay. That was actually really helpful. He didn't even get a speed boost out of that because the illusion absorbed it. Oh wait, we can do the Cypher now. Oh, it doesn't matter! Woo! It's like because the other Cypher machine is already primed. Although I could have died when I dropped that pallet. I didn't really account for him standing still. The illusion was actually still blocking his way. I dropped the pallet a little bit too early. 50%? 31%? I mean, he had to dodge the soul, though, so it's not like the illusion saved his life. He had to first dodge the soul. And then the illusion prevented him from speeding up. I'm hoping we can get the tie here. It would be a miracle if we actually tied this match. Just teleport on me, please. No? Okay, Hunter's on me. Let's ping that to her. Okay, how do I ping now? The Hunter is moving towards... Where even do I ping? What is the area called? I'm like, great guys, I can ping where he's going, and I'm like, wait, I don't know the area names. Dude, this is a headache. I'm like, oh, great, we can ping. Nope, we can't, because we don't know where it is. Funny thing you can do is ping for the same teammate, ping the same teammate for the heal command. Seer, heal, seer. It's kind of funny. Is there a cat at my door? Oh man, that hurt. That rank session hurt my brain a little bit. Not even because I was focusing on what people were doing. What is the record today? What happened in today's session? What even happened? Did we win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we won more than average. That's pretty good. 6, 1, and we drew one game. We drew it on a piece of paper. Wait, why did I write 2 ties then? Oh no, that's losses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Honestly, considering my head was out of that game, all those games, we honestly didn't do that bad. Seki, will you play on Stinky? No, I won't play on Stinky, no. Whew. Dude, I'm nervous. Dude, my body is like nervous right now. I got all these new areas, all these pings, all these new responsibilities to be a good teammate. I'm not used to it. Is this what people mean when the rank is stressful? Alright. So what we're going to do now, I do want to play a couple matches as some of the buffed hunters. Not like a whole stream of it. But I do want to continue playing on some other buffed characters here. Just to get me in the zone, ready for it. When we do end up going against these characters. Because one of the most important things about being able to kite hunters is you need to know how to play against them. Obviously, but to know how to play against them, it's best to play as them. So you have a very good idea of how quickly abilities come back when they have it back up. What is the Ripper's plan, for example? Like when we went up against that Ripper, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really in the zone thinking about, oh, in 9 seconds he's already gonna have his next Foggy Blade. Like I'm not used to that kind of level of speed against Ripper. Not just in terms of like his invisibility, because his invisibility became buffed, by the way. Every time he goes into the fog, it's faster to enter it and become invisible. It's 90% now instead of 75. So it only takes less than a second, which is a huge difference. It just means that you can speed up a lot faster. It doesn't, you're not like slow. You're not like a normal speed for like 3 seconds. You're just immediately fast as soon as you chair someone. So that can make a difference. But most importantly, it's this early presence ability, this freezing fog that I'm worried about the most. So let's try it out. You feel bad for Survivors having to go against like Zoro. I haven't played Ripper in a long time, to be fair. And it's not that hard to play Ripper. As long as you know that every time you get stunned, Foggy Blades will still come out, it's basically a guarantee hit every single time. There's not a lot of skill involved. Like that Ripper that I faced earlier on Moonlit that I was kiting, at some point he banged the wall to hit through with the Foggy Blade, which is a really bad move because you could have just walked through as well. You would get stunned, yes, but then if I try to go for a stun... Okay, that was really bad on my end. But you know what? It's fine, because now that we're on a quarter Foggy Blade, or not a quarter, but half a Foggy Blade, it means we won't waste it if I use a basic attack now. So I can just go for the basic attack and I still maintain all my Foggy Blades. Although I will say, unfortunately, we can't really charge attack to destroy the Fire Investigator's ball without wasting our Foggy Blade. So now that we're invisible, we're going to be able to obviously catch up to survivors a lot faster, but the whole idea of Foggy Blade is that you need to be close to the survivor to actually even use the Foggy Blade and even hit them with it. What are the ciphers at? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're not going to need that warp. Man, I gotta get used to the this regular attack not taking the same amount of time as... It is a little bit faster than the basic attack, I think. I'm not sure. Man, that is really good though. The fact that you don't get a speed bonus off of that, that is really good. And this doesn't matter at all. What? Flywheel? Okay. And on top of that, we don't even waste our Foggy Blade, guys. We still have 2 Foggy Blades in inventory. You definitely gotta, like, be careful. Something about the hitbox, I feel, is at least a little bit different. It's not exactly the same, it doesn't look like. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. Do you know that? Oh, wait, we can get fog off of him. Alright, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess I'll just pick him up. We got so many people here. Look at how fast we're gonna go invisible right here. It's just literally 1 second. Less than a second, if anything. I just want to be careful here. The first attack is really just to make sure he doesn't get close. But then if we miss, then it's not a big deal. And I gotta get used to... Oh, wait, we don't have a Foggy Blade. What am I doing? Wait, does this do regular attack damage? Oh, it does! It does. Wait, and it's just in general faster at recovering than a basic attack. Why would you ever use a basic attack in that case if you can go for a regular? Not a regular, but like the faster hit. The faster hit is faster than the basic attack if you're just going for recovery hits. It has a smaller hitbox, yes, but... Oh, I picked up the wrong person, my bad. I should have picked up Fire Investigator. Because now I have to worry about this barmaid picking herself up. Wait, hold up. So I could just go ahead and just do, like, just regular hits as long as I'm right next to them. Not regular hits! I'm gonna confuse those a lot. They have to double rescue here. If they don't double rescue here... Where did he even use the ball? I'm trying to find him. We can... Oh, someone just rescued right in front of me? Nice, we do hit him. Nice, we do hit her. I mean, this is... When Ripper can consistently hit Foggy Blades, he is a menace. He does damage very quickly. Oh, this ball is... I'm not gonna lie, this ball is really annoying. Unfortunately, we don't get any fog off of that because it was too close to the survivor. Okay, but you see, he's gonna vault this, but eventually our invisibility is gonna allow us to catch up. Hold up, where did he just pick himself up? Man, that was really good. I should have been ready for that, honestly. Brought me to healing yourself up. No, this is no longer a game about actually playing the game. I just want to extend this game so we're getting as much practice with this Foggy Blade. Right there, I should have used a regular one, if I'm being honest. We actually would have... That's a huge mistake. We actually would have knocked her down. Oops. Oops. We don't talk about that. No! Nice! That was really good. That was... Oh, right. We can't use the regular Fog Blade. We just used the charged one. I mean, it is fast enough to react to now. That's nice. It's pretty satisfying. And look, we still have a Foggy Blade for our next target here. And when they go down, guys, we actually get fog off of it too immediately. I'm just going to go for a regular hit here. I mean, it's really good. I mean, right there, guys, by us using chip hits on the barmaid, it allowed us to save the bigger Foggy Blade for the Fire Investigator. It gives us that versatility. It gives us that option, which I really like. That's a lot of fun. Ripper is very satisfying to play now. Honestly, me and Trashbag Ripper, which some of you guys might know, Trashbag Ripper, one of the oldest people here watching the stream. Dude, he's a big Ripper fan, and obviously if you couldn't tell from the name. And dude, he was a little bit sad about the fact that charge attacks are not going to remove Fog Blades. When he told me that, I'm like, really? I'm just as sad about it too. And while it does hurt, I feel it doesn't make as much of a difference as I originally thought. Because when you use half a Foggy Blade, guys, you can then do basic hits without losing any Fog Blades. You'll still keep the other half, but are now able to do a whole swing now, which is really cool. Do you have like a flywheel or something? Let's go for the safe Foggy Blades, because it is pretty hard to hit Foggy Blades out in the open. But when you go for these swifter attacks, it gives less reaction time, less time for the starter to move out the way. And also doesn't give them a boost. You know, it's probably just as easy to hit them with 2 Foggy Blades as it is with 1 slower attack Foggy Blade, you know? Probably even easier, if anything, to hit them with the slower one. Sorry, with the faster one. That's what I mean. And at least if you miss one of them, you'll still hit the other one. Usually it's not that hard, right? I don't know. Like, are we chilling now? Are we just all having a party now? Should I just kill one of them at this point? Should I just put them out of their misery? But yeah, Ripper is super satisfying to play now. Oh, we found her. And we're going to hit her with these chip hits, because every time we hit her with a chip hit, she's not going to... I mean, they're going to heal themselves up at this point. A warp will not prevent all that healing from happening. It's going to be too late at that point. Let's just knock her down. The only issue with the regular Fog Blades... Sorry, not the regular. With the mini Fog Blades... Yes, let's call them mini Fog Blades. There we go. That's the name. Is that with the mini Fog Blades... They don't always leave fog on the ground. You guys see, like, right now, there's no fog on the ground because I used it too close to the survivor. And right now, we just walk through this pallet. Even if she stuns me, the Foggy Blade would still come out. That's the power of Ripper. Oh, it's actually better to leave the barmaid on the ground than to even chair her. She's never been on chair this game. Hey guys, I'll take it. And we're anyway getting time for our next Foggy Blade now as we're walking to the next survivor. That's the value I'm talking about with the buffed Ripper. Is that you're still gaining time for your next Foggy Blade. Hold up, let's do this attack now. Man, that's a tiny hitbox. Is it actually faster? It's hard to say, because right now we have the no survivors ability. Okay. I thought he might stand there, but no. Oh, it dodges the Foggy Blade. It's like a flywheel. That's cool. Cool. And we saved the... Well, we didn't have a Foggy Blade to begin with. Oh, that is vile. That is vile. We weren't even fully charged up. We just used the chip hit that we had. And we're still gaining time for our next Foggy Blade. Like right here, normally I don't recommend hitting through walls, but right there, that's like a guaranteed hit. Because she's in the middle of a vault. I am going to wait a second for flywheel. I can't remember if flywheel's up. Oopsie, my bad. We don't talk about that? Okay, now she's going to bleed out. This is kind of toxic. It's just when there's so many survivors nearby, it's not worth picking up, you know? Because if they're not forcing you guys to... if they're not forcing the hunter to chair by decoding, then we can spend the extra time bleeding out. They're all coming to me. Why should I waste time chairing and allowing them to escape by putting myself in a chair animation and walking further away from them? Oops. I should have checked at the bottom if I had fog. I didn't have fog. There we go. We get our fog. I mean, it's such a mobile hunter. This is a very similar playstyle to a clown. The way you just kind of go between, switching between people. I want to put the chip hit on him, since now a basic hit will kill him. But I'm fine going after the fire investigator here too. Oh, how you doing? Oh, come on. Dude, you never hear Ripper sing that tune. When was the last time I heard him sing that? I don't remember. That must have been years ago. Oh, I just instinctively cheered. Okay. Oops. He was supposed to bleed out to death. Oh, boy, I see you guys. You guys are chilling. Are you guys using your pings to tell each other where I'm heading? Oh, sometimes we do get fog on the ground. If it's far enough away, we do get fog on the ground. Nope. He should not have vaulted. If he didn't vault, it wouldn't have stopped the magnet from triggering. Ooh, that was kind of a mistake on his end. Also, I played that pretty bad. I missed 2 Foggy Blades. Or I missed 1. How many did I miss? I missed 1. Oh, hello. I want to try hitting someone with, like, the tiny attack. Wait, it only does chip hit. Oh, okay. It'll trigger attack recovery, but it'll only do a chip hit. That's kind of sad. I guess we'll chair. I guess we'll chair now. There's nothing else to do. Can you do your old clown impression? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know how I got that clown impression down. That was first try. We gotta prepare. I gotta remember it. Gotta get in the zone. Gotta get in the Call of Biz zone. Gotta play in rank so we get those 1-second matches. I haven't played the new Hunter yet. I still haven't read what she does. That was kind of low. He has a higher pitch voice than that. Yeah, Machine Gun Ripper really does feel like it. Oh, speaking of which, Clown got a buff. We're playing him now. This used to be his visit sound, but now they changed it. Now it's not the same. So, the buff to Clown is when you are in the middle of a dash and you get stunned. You keep your rocket pieces. You still have to reattach them, but you keep your rocket pieces. So now if you get hit by like an Enchantress or Prospector Magnet in the middle of your infinite rocket, you get your infinite rocket back. Which is a pretty big deal. But it is Red Church. Not great. A lot of windows that are going to be very annoying. You know what though? Let's try it out. On Red Church, there's a lot of obstacles that are very easy to hit, especially the benches. it's very hard to navigate around church, around the windows, because of those benches. But with the clown buff, not only did he get buffed so that when he gets stunned, he keeps his rocket pieces, if he's in the middle of dashing, that is. But also, when you touch an obstacle, there's half a second where you can touch it. I'm pretty sure they toned it down, because in the video that I was watching for clown, it looked like it was more like a second of a grace period, but now, I mean, a half a second is still something. It means you can slide off like thin obstacles if you're not directly facing them. Okay. So there is a third buff, not as widely noticed, but it is going to make a difference for you clown players out there. There is consistently one of each rocket piece next to each cipher now. In the patch notes, it doesn't say that exactly, but it says something a little bit different. You'll notice that there's more than one of each here, but we just got lucky in this situation. Sometimes there isn't this many, but in this case, there was more than one of each. But there will always, at bare minimum, be at least one of each next to each cipher, which as we travel around here, guys will notice that there are... Why am I so scared of the chest? We could actually slide right off that now. I'm like scared of bumping into the chest. I'm playing like the old clown. Oh, we're actually going to get a free hit here. Unless the owl comes in right now. I don't even know if the owl is still available. I think the owl had like 2 seconds left on it. Is there a forward here? This is a little bit suspicious. Man, I hate that they changed Clown's voice. It's so sad. It makes me so sad every time I play Clown that they changed his voice. Oh. Man, come on! Dude, all that work. Flywheel? No flywheel? I'm over here waiting for a flywheel. I'm actually gonna put on an infinite rock, a modified driller. She is gonna struggle out here probably, I'm pretty sure. Okay, she's not. Man, I never get to play with this accessory. This is a limited accessory on the first birthday. They never brought it back. Clown and Gardener can use it. Wait, he's still here? My man, what are you doing? We're coming after you. Oh, one more thing. There is a slight nerf to Clown. There is a slight nerf to Clown. When you hit someone with when you hit someone who just flywheeled, dude, look at. Okay, well, I guess my big hitbox anyway hit him, but that would have been a really hard hit to get if my hitbox didn't help me there. Like, let's say he was a little bit deeper in that bench, it would have been very annoying to try to hit him there, because we might have crashed on the bench. But thanks to the buff with half a second grace period, now we wouldn't have crashed into the bench. I'm not going to swing. I know I can get no recovery, but the point is to get the modified drill hit so that he heals slower. Man, he just went for it. Okay, we hit the wrong person with it, unfortunately. We can still get it, though. We have the full presence rocket. Look at how fast we can put it on now. That used to be twice as long with the old Clown. And I would also love to just knock him down for free. I mean, it's not going to be hard to knock him down at all here. I am going to sacrifice the blink here, just so we can get a quicker basement going here. We're not going to use that blink. They're not going to be able to escape this basement. So let's go ahead and just do that. Let's get all the chairs, as many as possible. Celebration chairs, let's go. Ah, it's a celebration over here. Yo, they still have the old animation. There's the survivor. Dude, they forgot to update that chair. A long time ago, they made it so the basement chairs, like, were double, like, were, like, slower? Like, sorry, what am I trying to say? Back then, the basement chairs used to disappear twice as fast, but now they made it twice as slow so that it matches the chairs on the upper level. But they forgot to update it for the celebration chair, so just the celebration chair disappears twice as fast as the survivor. Dude, that is great. That is great. I love that. Never remove that, devs. No one has this accessory, so how would they know? Literally no one uses this accessory. No one uses Clown and no one uses this accessory. Anyone who uses Clown never is going to have this accessory. This is a super old accessory. I'm going to try to avoid the bees here. Oh, okay. Oh, she just removed them? Can we get a sneaky? No! I gotta get used to the hitboxes, man, of these old hunters. The old hunters, man, they got wacky hitboxes when it comes to swinging at pallets. Like the new hunters would not count as hitting that wall. Like Wax Artist, that would never count as hitting the wall. Are we doing the long game? I guess we are, because we have tinnitus. Are you here? No. Oh, there you are. Okay. Ooh. I guess he thought I would bait. I'm not that good with Cloud, I'm sorry. No baits from me. Dude, and of course we're winning with purple eggplant. The best clown skin in the game. I mean, come on. Look at this, it's a great skin. So, look, I mean, I know that match we never got stunned, so you never really got to see the main buff in action of keeping your rocket pieces. But the fact that you do not, that you don't actually even hit obstacles anymore, even for advanced clown players who are very good, like Sprinter. Sprinter, one of the best clown players in the game. Even players like him can benefit off this buff because there are going to be situations where to enter a pallet without crashing, you have to go in a straight line into it. So if you're on the side of it and you try to turn into it, it's very difficult to. You're very likely going to hit something. But now with that half-a-second grace period, you don't have to worry about that. You could just slide right through. The half-second grace period is going to be enough to slide through, touch the wall, but you still won't get stuck on the wall. You still won't crash as long as you're not like straight up going right into a wall for longer than half a second. So that's the way it works. With Clown, I mean, he's gotten so many buffs over time that it's more than just this buff. This is more than just this buff making Clown good. They made it so that you can see your rocket pieces. They made it so it's way faster to put on rocket pieces. So a lot of the time it is worth it to just let the survivor run away a little bit if they're out in the open, put on a rocket piece, and then hit them with that modified drill. So there are the buffs like that. There are other buffs like now if you hit Flywheel or Magician Illusion, which recently got buffed. Magician recently got buffed. If you hit any of those things, you only have a 6-second cooldown on your dash now. You will lose the rocket pieces though, but at least you're still on a 6-second dash, which against survivors like what's his name, like Magician or anyone with Flywheel, it means that after they Flywheel your dash, it's only going to take 6 seconds to get it back. So it's going to be definitely very interesting. I don't know why we have this. Let's take that off. Never going to use that. This is definitely going to be a good map for Clown. I'm not really too sure what we should take here, though. I mean, it might combine well to, like, drop down a height and immediately dash. That might work well. We do have Forward on the team, so I guess we can take that. Whatever. I guess I'll just put the rest on that. We could have put Addiction as well. Because Addiction will give you 15% resistance for only 10 points. They did buff Addictions. It used to be 10%. It used to be 10% for 2 survivors, 15% for 3 survivors, 20% for 4 survivors. But you're never going to have more than 2 survivors near you. So you're essentially giving yourself only a 10% buff. But they buffed it to make it 15%. So it's basically like having Rage. 2 points of Rage. Although it will not trigger if there's not more than, 1 survivor. That is the downside. Okay, we didn't get a very good Clown spawn. We spawned by no ciphers, which means that there is a slight downside if you can't pick your spawn to Clown. Now that all the rocket pieces consistently spawn by ciphers, if you don't get a spawn near a cipher, you're never going to just find rocket pieces by pure luck. You used to be able to. Now you honestly cannot. But look at all these pieces here. There's so many pieces here. It overall, in the long run, this is definitely better because every cipher we pass, we're collecting like 6 or 7 different pieces that we are going to be able to use later this game. It's not going to be such a hassle trying to get it later on in this match. Like right here, random infinite rocket here, I guess we would have gotten lucky had we spawned on this side of the map, right? Like had we spawned over here where there's also no ciphers? Oh, you know what? I think I know why that rocket spawned there. Because sometimes there's a cipher outside corner house, so that's probably why it spawned there. That's probably not luck. But you know what? Every once in a while they do spawn. It seems, now that I'm looking at it though, it seems very heavily to spawn next to ciphers. Like look at every time we're at a cipher. Oh, we can actually get rid of attack recovery. Oh, did they remove that? I didn't get put in an animation there. Usually you get put in an animation. That really sucks. We just hit the chair for no reason. Okay. Just to make sure we knock him down. Don't ask me the logic behind that hit, but I mean he's getting hit. So that's all I'm thinking about. No tinnitus. We have time to pick up these rocket parts. I mean, this is really nice. Like any cipher that you just chair by, you can consistently expect a lot of rocket pieces here to be ready and waiting for you. Oh, it's him again. Okay, this should be a pretty easy double hit. I want to double hit the acrobat because we can probably knock down this forward before this acrobat gets up. Unless he has flywheel. Okay, that was pretty good. That would have been a good owl, but he used his football anyway. Okay, now we're just gonna keep him here. And if he tries to get close to the POW, we just hit him. We just wait until we get our rocket back. And we can even afford to hit the seer here. I know, okay. A little bit sad he had flywheel. It's not really worth waiting 6 seconds to go after him at that point. We need to go pick up the acrobat relatively soon. Again, the modified drill will prevent him from getting picked up, and the seer knows that. He's probably only at like half health right now. He knows it's not even worth it. That's the power of modified drill on clown. It is very strong when you use it right. Just gotta use it in the right times. Okay. No Cypher shaking. Man, this is so nice. Just every time you pass by a Cypher here, you just restock. I mean, it is really nice that you don't just expect infinite rockets now. You can expect all the pieces, which is very important. He already used his flywheel. You know what? He still has modified drill on him. Just because you pick them up does not mean modified drill goes away. It only goes away when you fully heal. That's when it goes away. And again, there's not a whole lot he can do in this area. Eversleeping is a very strong map for clown. Just because a lot of these pouts you can stand at. If you ever have like a survivor standing on the side of a pallet where they're not on the pallet side, then you as a hunter, you just stand inside the pallet and wait until your dash is back, and there's nothing they can do. They have to have a flywheel or like use a seer owl or some expensive ability to escape a situation like that. Sadist is never the worst investment. You mean the chair ability? Not a big fan of it. You have to have abilities that actually make sense with stalling rather than hoping that they just don't touch the chair. Something like Wax Artist or Bonbon, you know, give them a reason to walk away from the chair. Okay, well, Seer has a modified drill on him, so we don't really need to pick him up. Actually, we know exactly where this person is. They're just standing behind this wall here. They're probably waiting around one of these corners here, waiting to see which side I go on. There he is. Nice, we still get the hit. If you drop the pallet on top of Clown when he's inside the pallet, the dash will always count as a hit. Always, it's guaranteed. You have to drop it before he reaches the pallet, otherwise it's always a hit. Alright. And I bet you we even have time to pick this guy up first. We don't even have to pick up Seer first. That's how long the modified drill is. Blue Freak is a better clown skin. Blue Freak is kind of funny too. Are you going to try out the new bomb on chair shenanigans? Absolutely. Let's go ahead and try the next. What is Sadist again? I thought Sadist is the ability where it speeds up chair timer. If Bonbon got Control Freak, Control Freak is the one where you drop from a height. Right? Control Freak used to be the chair timer one, where you would speed up the chair timer. The hunger buffs are really strong? Excuse me? What? You're gonna try out the bomb on chair shenanigans. That's what we're gonna do next. Let's try it out. They banned Hell Ember. I'm shaking my chair right now. Did Hellember get any buffs? Hellember, I don't think got any buffs, sadly. Let's see if Hellember got any buffs. Did he get any buffs whatsoever? He got no buffs. Damn. Rest in peace, Hellember, man. They nerfed his chair camp and called it a day. He's strong enough, guys. Dude, I find it so frustrating that the devs are worried about a hunter like Hellember and they nerf him when they give him buffs. Like, they nerf his chair when they barely did anything to buff his chase. And then they do tiny nerfs to stuff like Hula Blue, Go-Man, Opera Singer, who are a lot bigger of a problem than a Hellember who has inconsistent fire spirits, who swing at air if you know how to dodge them. Like, really, that's what you're worried about? Alright. Who are we playing next? Let's play Bonbon next. And let's have Warp on him. What build do I have? Okay, we don't really need that. Let's take the Detention build in case we ever reach the point of exit gates triggering. That way, if you know, this map's pretty open, there's going to be times where it's going to be helpful to make sure that you're not taking advantage of a free hit away from the exit gates. We want to make sure we're putting them in a spot where they can't cut away from the gates. They can't just take a free hit away from the gates. It makes more sense on a map like Moonlit too, because there's the exit gates are not very safe. So when you carry detention and you go towards the gate, usually they're going to take a basic hit. So there is a survivor that spawns here when you take that spawn. Well, I didn't take the spawn. I just got given the spawn. I just memorized the spawns. Oh, it's a thief. Oh, he just went straight for the window. Interesting. I'd rather go for the postman here. Can we trigger? Yes! Let's go. We got the attack recovery before the hit. Sorry, before the dog hit, I mean. Obviously, we got it before the hit. Okay. We do hit in there. Oh, what's up? I love free hits. Now we got the bomb. So this got recently buffed, so that only has a 30-second cooldown, and the animation is significantly faster. Let's try it out. Look at that. Look how much faster animation is. 0.4 seconds faster. Really nice. I guess let's chair over here. Although it would be nice to chair next to the Cypher. Probably not the best idea. Yeah, that was actually a terrible idea. Terrible idea, Psyche. I don't want to leave quite yet. We'll put one chair because we have extra. You know what? We'll put 2 chairs. We'll put 2 bombs, I mean. If you have extra, if you have a surplus, may as well use it, right? I don't want to dump all of it because I have a feeling they are going to rescue here, so not much point. Okay. Nice. We do hit the postman, so now, once again, this kind of bomb will kill him. Actually, let's save it, because he's anyway got tide turn. There's no rush to kill him quickly. We might use it now, though. Yeah. Tide turn's about to run out. Okay. By the time that finishes, I'm already in normal speed. Okay, there we go. This is what we want. We want a chair here. We got a little bit lucky that he, hold up. I almost forgot. We got a surplus of bombs. Oh, we actually don't need to put more than 2, because by the time those blow up, he'll be like 96%. I should have just put 1. Just put 1 once you reach halfway. Because look, by the time he reaches... In fact, he might actually die before they trigger, because I even waited a little bit. Why is he coming here? He's got to work on his flashlight aim. Yeah, he died before the bombs even triggered. But right now, I'll dump all my bombs. Because no Tinnitus is nearby. We have full presence. We're going to get all our bombs back by the time someone comes. So it makes sense to use it in this kind of situation. It is very strong once you get full presence. This is a very meaningful buff once you get full presence. It's a lot harder to pull off before you get full presence. Like right now, guys. Dude, right now, this Magician is short on time. He needs to get it. And he got hit. He got Terror Shock for it. Thief is going to die way faster. There's no chance Gravekeeper's going to make it now. We just sped up the game so much faster now because of that. That is a big deal. I'm not going to put bombs on this Magician because we want to give ourselves time to find the Gravekeeper before he gets dungeon. You know, he might rescue, but if he rescues, you know, there's 3 stars remaining. There's no rush. Maybe we can see his shadow? Let's do one more game of bomb because I feel I didn't do enough justice for this buff. There is Tinnitus here. Oh, I hear him. There he is. Oh, he got hit by the bomb. Come on! Ah, we were a little bit too slow. Now it should be pretty easy in theory to kill him, but it's me playing Bonbon. I'm not a good Bonbon. I may as well just use the basic. I'm better with the basic hit than the bombs. Alright. That's cool. I like it. I like it. It's cool. Again, early game, it's a lot harder to pull out, but late game, you have such a huge surplus of bombs. If there's any time a survivor that ever goes down for free, it's wraps. It's honestly wraps, because you're just going to be able to spam all your bombs that you were able to save because they didn't get any bombs out from you. Like that thief going down like that allowed us to have all those bombs in surplus so that we could just use them all on the survivor. It definitely helps that they had Gravekeeper and not Mercenary, because Mercenary, in a rush, in a pinch, could probably get to the chair if they need to. Sadist is the chair time. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I guess you got a point in low tiers. They may not know how long it takes to walk from chair to Cypher, you know, from Cypher to chair. They banned Dream Match. What the hell? You're a Thief gameplay. Yo, what's up, Samer? Welcome to stream. I'm good. Enjoying these the bounce changes. A lot of fun stuff here. I mean, I could play dozens of matches of just one massively changed Hunter. I could play dozens of matches of just Ripper, just getting better and better with Ripper. And then they also buffed Bonbon. They buffed a couple other hunters like Gamekeeper that I think are going to be worth a try, testing out the aura, the splash damage of the AoE when you slam into a wall. Slows down survivors, 20% bigger radius for that. But yeah, it is insanely efficient. 20 seconds less on a chair. Each bomb removing 4 seconds. That is really good. That's 1/3 of the chair time. Again, it's going to be hard to pull off early game because it's going to be a lot slower getting bombs. And also, we don't really have 1,000 presence. That 1,000 presence bomb saves a lot. We can save 2 bombs with a single 1,000 presence bomb. Because it usually costs 2 bombs to get a single hit on a survivor. Again, let's just save our bombs. I mean, here's the thing. He's injuring himself, and I'm still gaining more abilities. As opposed to other hunters here. Oh, he just immediately dropped it that time. Okay. It doesn't really matter. I hope it didn't run into the tree there. It didn't. Man, I definitely have a hard time using Bonbon. This is definitely one of the harder hunters for me to use. One of the ones I haven't used very often. Definitely a more challenging hunter for me. Oh, we didn't get it. Too bad. Again, though, we have a huge surplus of bombs. Okay, I'll just put a couple in this case. We'll put 3, and we'll save the others. And of course, don't forget, guys, we can put more bombs until the timer reaches 10 seconds. And then after that, we can't place any more bombs. Okay, unfortunately, we did not get the basic. But we can get the basic on you now. And we have Warp for that Puppeteer, so let's just pick you up. Put a couple bombs. Just to force him to rescue quickly. And let's Warp. There we go. Okay, so we went towards Shack. Gotta keep the pressure on these survivors, you know? Oh, that was a really good bomb. Oh, that was a good bomb. Read him like a book right there. There we go, and they still gotta spend their time rescuing him. I know that those bombs went to waste, technically, but, I mean, look at us right now. We still have, anyway, 6 out of 6 bombs. Oh, let's put 1 bomb, because it will trigger barely before the chair timer ends, so then it just makes it a little bit faster. Chair timer takes 30 seconds, and the bomb will explode in 28, so it'll do those last 2 seconds a little bit faster that way. Is he gonna elbow pad here? Good elbow pad from him. That was a really good bomb from me. Woo! You should have walked out of the bomb before you did that. Does it actually blow up before? It doesn't even blow up in time. Okay, so you know what? It might actually not be worth it. Especially if you have Sadist. If you have Sadist, the chair only takes 27 seconds. From halfway to full. Or from full... Oh, I almost forgot. I'm so used to the old Bonbon. Man, it's so nice. If you ever stuff a rescue, you're gonna have a huge extra amount of bombs because you didn't have to waste them on chase. You didn't have to chain 2 of them together for a single hit. You can often put just 1 bomb, and sometimes that 1 bomb will hit them on the rescue. Man, the faster animation combines so well too, because now when we use the 1000 presence bomb, we can just quickly place more bombs down before he makes the rescue. It all combines together. The combination of it all really works very well. So, again, I'm really happy for Bonbon. Bonbon, in a way, is just like Magician. Bonbon stonks went way up in a way I wasn't expecting. I will say, it's not all great for Bonbon right now, though, because they did majorly buff Patient, one of Bonbon's hardest counters. I mean, there's no bigger counter than Patient and Mercenary. They basically have 3 abilities that do the same thing, basically. Imagine if he's, like, sitting on top of the dungeon. Hi, Psyche. What's up, Joseph? Just finished 2 finals. Congrats, Lansing. Glad you got through it. Good job. You don't get why they buffed his camp when his camp is the scariest thing in the game. The whole reason people sell against Bomb is because his camp's already too strong. Not necessarily. The whole advantage of selling the Bonbon is mostly in the fact that he has no movement and that he has no cipher pressure. So he really relies on the survivors bringing them to him, pretty much. I would say that I would be more scared of a Sculptor camp. I would be more scared of a Hellenberg camp than something like a Bonbon. Because with Bonbon, once they reach the chair, you have to make a choice: do you swing or not? And it's a lot of times it's a situational luck game. And if they're playing any rescue, they will pretty consistently make it to the chair before they take any bomb hits. You know, something like Seer. I know Seer is not going to make it to the chair. And neither will Lucky Guy easily make it, but he had an elbow pad, and he got to the chair without any damage. He probably should have shot the flare gun earlier, so again, Coordinator would do pretty well against him. Coordinator, obviously the best rescuer against him, just because nothing better than stopping Bomba from doing anything. The whole idea of Bomba is his biggest weakness. His biggest strength was in the chairs, but his biggest weakness was also in the chairs. It's 2 things at the same time. So I think this buff is going in a fine direction. I don't really mind it. I think it brings up a very important issue with Bonbon that's being fixed. You know, he may speed up chair time, but if the survivors are playing stuff like Patient, Mercenary, there's a lot of survivors that can stall him out right now in this game. And so the chase is not as concerning. Just because he gets off the chair faster, I guess the devs figured it's not as concerning if he kills people faster. He's still one of the hardest to rescue that people try to double rescue. That is true, but it's just to make it safer. You shouldn't double rescue normally, even if it's Bonbon, because then you guys have no one decoding. You guys will lose that game even if you make that rescue. Even if no one goes down, you guys will lose that game because not enough of you were decoding. Too many of you are probably taking injuries, and then it's going to make it so much easier to snowball later. So you shouldn't always try to double rescue. It's situational. It's just to make it safer, especially when the cyber's already primed. You don't necessarily need to. Again, it's a luck game. It's unfortunate it's a luck game. But that is the way it is. Again, though, Bonbon's biggest weakness was, man, no cybers on this side of the map. That really sucks for me. It means that anyone can kite in this very strong kiting area, and they're not going to be cutting on any ciphers. No, that's not going to get any value. Okay, never mind. He ran a little bit into it. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, he just went for it. Alright. He was heading towards the pallets and then he changed his mind. Is this the same puppeteer from last game? This guy's wearing the same skin. I will say these survivors are not making it very hard. Puppeteer is one of the worst survivors. In this situation, we're not going to put any bombs on the chair. We're just immediately going to take advantage of her being here. I'll even force an early chair rescue, actually. That's fine by me. That's less time that we spend on the... Damn, I wanted to chain those two together. It blew up first, though. Again, I definitely struggle to play Bonbon out of all the other hunters in the game. This is definitely by... Sculptor and Bonbon, some of my two worst hunters. Geisha might be another one, though. Ooh, you got a mechanic. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to, like, basic hit her. Nice. We want to cover 2 pallets, ideally, with this. Oh, he actually blocked the bomb hit with his invulnerability, but it doesn't matter. It ran out. Okay. He died? What can I say? Man, this is really good. We just have someone to immediately pick up now. This is where the bomb timers are going to be really good. Because in this kind of situation, they really don't want to rescue anymore. Oh, never mind. You're here. I'll just force an early rescue. Whatever. We have Berserker. We have the... Oh, that is not ever a good idea to do. That is faster than just walking past the pallet. Sorry, that is slower than just walking past the pallet. She should take a bomb hit. Again, I'm not the best bomb. I mistimed that really badly. Man, the priestess already picked herself up. Insane. Wait, it didn't blow up? I missed the chain. It is what it is. Unfortunately, there was a wall in the way, so I didn't know what she was going to do there. But again. It's crazy how fast Priestess picks herself up. They could honestly nerf that and Priestess would still be good. I mean, she actually made me waste a bomb. It still cost me 2 bombs. Because she got me in the animation. Okay. So you... she doesn't necessarily... Oh, no, I hit the chair. That was really bad. Okay, at least we did hit someone out of it. Nice, we cancel recovery. I'll take it. Man, and like the mechanic is there, but it doesn't even matter. We got so many other people to go for. I really don't like playing Bob-omb. Bob-omb probably one of my least favorite hunters to play. Okay. What is the idea there? Wait, she actually still created the portal too. I was like, I'm not even gonna waste my time. She still created the portal is the funny thing. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Imagine what it's like as a survivor, just bomb just facing you like boing, boing, boing. Oh, I should have checked where the portal ended. Oh, that's my bad. Oopsies. Well, they still gotta come in the next 10 seconds. Yeah, they're not making it. They're not making it, that's for sure. Yeah, look at that. She's just dead. No rescue even possible. Yeah, Bauman's a really hard hunter to play. He's surprisingly difficult. One of the hardest hunters in the game, honestly. And it's not like Shadow or Opera Singer, where like I know a Shadow is a little bit different in terms of knowing the game sense. But with Bonbon, it's not just being able to play him well. It's just being aware of your positioning all the time. That because you don't have good movement, where you choose to be at what time really matters. Because anywhere else, it's going to take you a lot of time to go. You have to already be thinking about where you want to go at the right place at the right time. we could stop this. It's possible. Oh, yeah. We just gotta be careful like a long priestess portal here. Hopefully crows will give me one more notification, please. I don't want to go after her. Oh, did she actually lose crows somehow? Man, I guess I got too close to her. Even though she wasn't in pursuit. Crows are some of the most confusing things in the game. There's no real clear indication on what counts as being too close or too far to not trigger crows. I guess if she's gonna come for the dungeon, she's gonna come from this direction. She's gonna want to remove her crows with the ciphers. We'll see though. Oh, I see her. There she is. Again, gotta be really careful here because she can portal right through this wall. As long as we keep eyes on her, it's not the end of the world, pretty much. What the heck? I'm just basically preventing her from going in. Wait, did she already pass me? I hope she didn't already pass me. No. I'm just thinking now, she could also do 2 portals here back to back. Right there, and that could also be another way she sneaks through. Got her. Okay. She died. Yeah, the mechanic just insta-died. Or who was it? Was it Enchantress? Yeah, I would say Sculptor is probably still stronger than Bomb Bomb, though. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say now. You see, Sculptor is definitely better if she has full presence, because she can more directly answer the cipher machines, which is probably the more important thing. You want to address the root issue, like, yes, you're killing people, but also they're still decoding at the end of the day. Okay. So what else did they buff? We got Ripper. They did buff Soul Weaver a little bit. Breaking Wheel? Do I want to play Breaking Wheel? I don't know. I'm really bad with Breaking Wheel. So Undead, Percy got a couple of massive buffs. His animations are just in general way way faster now, which is really cool. In his Charge Strike AoE, his 1000 presence ability, which is generally really bad and pretty easy to dodge, unless the survivor's in the middle of a vault animation, now might be able to consistently hit survivors. You guys will notice when I play Undead, I will never use the what's it called? The 1000 presence ability unless they're in the middle of a vaulting animation, because it just takes too long to increase the size of it. Even when I play Survivor, there are so many times where he just randomly starts using it and then I just barely sidestep it. So maybe that 20% will be that barely difference maker, where before I was barely dodging and now he's going to barely hit instead. Maybe that is going to be the difference maker, so we'll see. His name is Undead, but I always call him Percy. He's the only hunter in this game that I call him by name. What else? What else? I got Hellember, Clown. I will never call him Smiley Face. Gamekeeper, Ripper, Spider. I always say Spider, I will never say Soul Weaver. Geisha. Geisha! Always gotta say Geisha, guys. Come on. The rest of these, I just... Oh, Lizard, right. I'm never gonna call Evil Reptilian. I got my own names for this game. Yo, Miki, I know you love what's it called? Bonbon. He is a lot better now. And it's not just his Camp Miki. His what's it called? His 1000 presence got buffed so that it's a 5-second shorter cooldown, which is a big deal. Dude, that's an insanely long cooldown normally in this game. And the animation after you blow it up is so much faster. You don't stand in place for like a whole second. So he's playing Undead. This is going to be scary. I used to play so much Undead when he first came out because I thought he was going to be an S tier hunter. I was practicing him so much. He was so bad. He was so bad. I didn't realize all like the downsides he has of just the blind spots with the jump. But hey, at least I know how to dash in a relatively straight line. It would kind of suck if no one ended up being here. Someone does spawn here. Fortunately, is no one spawned? I mean, I know someone spawns here. It's just a question of did they stay here. Okay, a little bit of a bad start already. Why is he standing there? He probably didn't know it was Percy. He probably wanted to, like, circle around Shaq a couple times. Let's vault this just so we block... I don't have confined space. Uh-oh. This is really bad. Oh, he's not using it for some reason. Oh, that could have been really bad. We gotta have confined space on Percy. What is my build? What is my build right now that I don't have confined space? Man, look at this palette that they added. That's scary. There is a mechanic, and a calibration got missed here. I almost wonder if there's like a bot here that we can find. One of Undead's biggest problems is the bleed out timer. It's just too long. There's the robot. Nice. Got it. We basically just never have to chase mechanic now, which is really nice. Again, we can't really leave too far from the target, unfortunately, with Percy. There's not really ciphers being done close by. We could try to warp. We have a lot of dashes to go back if we need to. Yeah, it looks like he was just waiting on it. So yeah, this is the issue with Percy. It just takes too long to bleed, man. Trying to dodge the dog if possible. Oh, I messed. Messed up bad. Okay, I guess we'll kill him a few seconds later. He did use his self-revive now, though, so now we're gonna force them to come towards us. Oh, why did you... Her robot ran out! Her robot ran out! She didn't get off the robot. If the real robot runs out, even if the hunter didn't kill it, it will still notify the hunter where you are. If your robot runs out. Never ever let your robot run out, guys. If you're playing mechanic, never ever let it run out. Or anyone with a bot. If you have a bot for whatever reason, do not let it run out. Because that is going to happen. I mean, anyway, why would you? It would give tinnitus for free. Oh, someone is nearby. Because we got no survivors. Maybe we can stall it out? He's scared of the terror shock. Let's go. We got it. Woo. We got him. And we don't really have to go after him. We got mechanic right here. Man, Berserker now gives you stuff. Wait, it's only 10% now? Increases attack recovery speed by 10%? What? What? This used to be 15. Oh, or is it just for Percy that it's 10%? Did I ask this question before on stream? I think I have. Like, since when did Berserker have a 10% effect? Okay, Warp is about to be back, so I guess we can leave right about now. Honestly, though, it's mechanic. Is it really worth going after her? Not really. She's not going to be able to decode. It's not really worth going after mechanic. I'm going to wait here just in case he tries to dodge the dash. Yep. Alright. He's going to have to elbow pad here again, but that's a hit. He's probably going to try to pop the Cypher at the very least. No, he's not even going to try to pop it. 95. Okay. Who is this? Mechanic or Embalmer? Embalmer all day, every day. He's got the better decode. They've both been knocked down once already this game. Mercenary got up. So far, Embalmer still has a self-heal. Nice. Mechanic has no self-heal though, and neither does Mercenary. They're just running from the Cypher. They might be baiting me. This is what I do as Survivor. As Survivor, I know for 6 seconds Percy can see me, so I purposely run away, and then after 6 seconds I start running back to the Cypher. Just so they think I'm not going for the Cypher. Hold up, can we hit him? That was really bad. He easily could have dodged that. I mean, it definitely increases faster. You can definitely notice it. Crunchy. So, if this Embalmer wants to survive, he's going to go for dungeon. But if he wants to help his team, he's going to go for the mechanic. Which, she can't heal herself, so... he has to help him, otherwise she's going to die. Hold up. Why did I just get a bunch of deceit points? Did they start healing each other? Okay, no. When someone stops healing themselves, or if someone starts healing them, you start getting wounded points, which we can't see because we're maxed out, but you would be able to see it normally. Yo, Percy, you okay, man? I feel like your throat got a little bit worse since I last played you. He's like breathing and then gurgling all at the same... I see you. I literally see his skin. I see it right through. I don't think he's gonna make it. He's gonna bleed out before them. It would be safer to remove the dungeon before we killed him, but he's already been knocked down 2 times. Unless he's on top of dungeon, he will bleed out. Y'all remember when Miki got terror shot rescuing against Bonbon and Psyche died after doing a 5 cypher kite? And then he blew up because of Bonbon buff. What? No, what? We never played together. We've never played together after the Bonbon buff. What are you talking about? Alright. Don't do quick match. I don't like to do a quick match when the queue times are so long. I also prefer not to do rank match because I like to keep my hunter rank low. Looks like we have no choice. The queue times are longer because people are playing peddler. And I'm sure with the hunter buffs, people are generally playing hunter more. You know, it's an easier faction to play and experience the buffs than for survivor. Like for survivor, you might play explorer. Sorry, well I guess explorer you'll always feel it. But for magician, you might not get to kite, and it's going to be a lot harder to feel the buff if you don't get it really to kite. As opposed to hunter, you know, you're always the center of attention as the hunter. You're always going to be playing to the best of your ability with whatever you have from as soon as you start getting it. Have you tried peddler yet, Bikey? No, I haven't started you with it. I haven't even read what she does. So far, I only read this. Gifted Merchant. It says she can absorb various components from the environment, causing her to lose her original functionality while granting her new abilities. But, there's nothing to grab, so I assume, I guess it's just whenever she makes a hole inside a wall, she gathers that material? I guess it's talking about that. She can store 2 charges for each ability and can hold up to 5 charges for all abilities. So is it which one is it? Is it one or the other? Oh, in total 5, but 2 of each if she wants. So you can kind of mix and match what you want. What's more helpful? Okay. Peddler has complete control over when to switch and release the abilities. Petty gains. Happened in a dream, Psyche. Yeah, that's where it happened. Dude, I'm actually not kidding. I have 5 cypher kite dreams. Like, I have dreams where I'm kiting the hunter, and I'll wake up, and I'm like, man, that's a good route. I need to start doing that. And then I do the route, I'm like, that's a good route. Thanks, Dream Psyche. Usually, though, it's nothing new, though. Nowadays, when I dream about Identity 5, it's like existing routes of me just surprising myself. I don't really dream about IDV that often. I don't really remember my dreams either, but when I do remember my dreams, sometimes it's about IDV. Will you buy the S tier skin with fragments for Peddler? No, I'm not gonna buy it. It's now limited, so I'm just not gonna buy it. Same thing with Clerk. Clerk also had an S tier when she came out. Inside of the shop instead of an Essence. I just didn't buy it because why would you? It's not limited. I guess if it never comes back in costume voting, then it may as well be limited. If it never comes back in costume voting. But if people really want the skin, they're just going to vote for it. They're not going to buy it from your account. That's the problem with buying skins that can be just always voted back. If there is a high demand for that skin, they're always going to vote it back. Look at Soul Emissary for Ripper. The Reaper skin for Ripper. Soul Emissary. Black one. You guys should be familiar with it. Every year it gets voted back in. I swear, every single year in the shop, it's always back. And so basically, while yes, even though in theory, like, yeah, there's a high demand, so you could sell your account a lot if you have it, in the end, not really, because people keep voting it back, and it's pretty easy to just get it. So if there's a high demand for a skin, it's just going to get voted back. If there's a low demand for a skin, yeah, it's not going to get voted back, but also you're not going to get good value out of your account if you ever decide to sell your account. I'm not ever planning to sell my account, but I'm just thinking, you know, does the skin look nice? Personally, I'm not that into the skin. I'm more into, like, the gold skins. I like the really gold skins. Wow, that cipher got blocked? Interesting, I've never seen that before. I thought Forest always gets blocked. Which is kind of bad for me, because I'm going here. Oh, we might hit him! Okay, I wonder if we would have hit him if I went in a straight line. Straight line here, don't forget, table is gone. Oh, I forgot to put on confined space. Oh, we're in so much trouble. Oh, we still got it though, let's go. I am gonna vault this. I wonder if it's faster to go around the window. Not sure. If I use a dash, it would be faster. Oh, that was clean. Ooh. Ooh. That's gonna leave a salty feeling in your mouth. I mean, I appreciate that the animation is faster when you don't hit them. It's still nice. Oh, he makes my swing so much longer. Hold up, maybe we can snipe him? Yes, we sniped him! Plus 200 charge strike! That's how you can tell if you snipe them. You get plus 200. Maybe we barely caught him thanks to the buff. Thanks to the 20% increase. Maybe that's why we got him. Who knows? Ooh, I tried to stop it. Yeah, he's still dead anyway. Nice. That was really good. I'm going to have to go back on the replay and see if it was thanks to the 20% increase to the spread. That, because the rate of spread increases faster now. 20% faster than before. Which is a hefty amount. So I wonder if we barely clipped him. And it was, if we barely clipped him, it's 100% thanks to that buff. Because it increases, it gets bigger a lot faster now than before. So he already used his self-revive, but the problem is, I don't have any warp to easily get back to him if he decides to. If someone decides to heal him here. Can we do that? Oh, we did hit him! Oh, nice! I thought we missed. I thought, like, Prospector healed at the same time I decided to do that. I thought we just straight up missed. I really hope that's not him. I really don't feel like chasing him in that area. God damn it, man. Give me that hit at least. Oh, he's using the crappy pallet. We might hit him. Ah. Damn, I'm messing up now. Now I'm messing up. Did we hit him? Nice, we did hit him. You can literally fly, see him fly. I mean, Percy is still satisfying to play in moments like that. It's still fun. He's a fun hunter for sure. Not the best, but he's definitely fun. Just so we get a further warp, I purposefully aimed the warp to the side there so that we can go a little bit further. And unfortunately, the pallet is in the way. Now, I am going to break these pallets. I don't know, now we're kind of in a rough situation, though. I really don't want to chase someone at hospital. I really want to prevent the healing that's going to happen right now. Man, they healed each other at the same time, so I don't have that information. I don't know, these are some surprisingly smart survivors. He's probably not going to fall for another 1,000 presents, so we could try baiting it. Oh, someone is nearby? I mean, I guess we already knew that from tonight's. But when you get no survivors, it means they're within 20 meters of you, which is, you know, more precise than Blink. Oh my god, this guy is getting roasted by the jump hits. Oh man, that's the second one. Wait, can we get him with like another 1,000 presents? That would be so funny. Get him? Oh, I don't think we got him. Oh, we did! We did! No, we didn't. What was the deceit points for? Oh, it was because he healed up. Damn. Too bad. Oh, he's searching in a chest! That's perfect for me! Flywheel? Yep, it's guaranteed. There's nothing I can do about it. I just swing too slow. It's too easy to react. One of Percy's biggest problems. Nice. I don't know how that counted, but you know what? I'll take it. This is not good, though. We're running short on time. I don't think the scale... Oh, interesting enough... Okay, that was a really bad angle. It does actually prevent a hit, but not a stun. It doesn't count as a stun. It just counts as, like, hitting a wall. Which is interesting for sure. I definitely want to try to kill this prospector because we've had him knocked down before. It's just so easy to dodge the dashes of Percy, unfortunately, from far. Okay, he is dead, though. That's the benefit of chasing him. Is that as soon as we do get him, he's just immediately dead. It should be a lot easier at this point now that there's just two of them. Man, come on. Where are they? Okay, these crows are just flying back in, so they must be somewhere nearby. Wait, did he just run past me? Yeah, I thought so. This is an ability, so we don't even have to swing. He can't block dash hits. He can only block basic hits. Man, Professor's really bad. Nice, well done. That's the issue of, what's his name? I'm gonna fake another jump, I guess. Oh, I was spamming the button. Come on. Oh. That's the third time this stream, this match that's happened to him, where we barely get him with the, Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oops. My bad. Because I don't have any dashes anyway to use. Oh, she's slow. Is she slow? Why was she walking slower there? Oh, this is like a situation where you're dead to 1,000 presents. If we can get her to vault that pallet one more time. Oh, okay, well she's dead before that. What are you doing there? You're dead? Okay, he expected it this time. It doesn't block, though. It doesn't stun. It blocks the attack. It's just like Puppeteer, but it doesn't block the attack. Sorry, it doesn't stun. It just blocks it. Doesn't trigger any recovery, no stun. This professor's about to say no Percy. They did make the, what did I say? They did make the actual... They made the, what's it called? The jump a lot more generous with the hits. It's like he has a dog. Yes, we do have a dog. He's 11 years old. It's like he hasn't lost a single hunter match. I sure hope not. This is low tier. Oh, well, I guess we're playing quick match now, though. Let's do one more Ripper match, just because he was a lot of fun, and then let's call the stream here. I do want to play Ripper. He's a lot of fun. Quick kill. Who is this man? Did we face this man? Looks like a hunter player. Whose man is this? Man, I can't believe we lost that Ripper match. I did a good enough kite for a tie. Just Ripper has some really strong camp if he finds him from far. Like, before it was pretty risky to go for a strong Foggy Blade because they could flywheel it, you might miss because of how slow your attack is now. Or maybe the worst case, you hit them with your attacker card because you know, the range is bigger. But if you use the small one, your range is smaller, it's a little bit faster than going for a basic hit, and even if you miss, you still have another Foggy Blade to use. I mean, it really is helpful. It really adds a lot. Look, I recognize this guy. Whose name is this? I recognize this symbol. The first symbol in his name, I recognize it. I wonder if that's an alt account. Is that Mushin? Or is it just by coincidence? I mean, I guess it could still be a different name, but just have part of the symbol be the same, to be fair. It's like he racist, confirmed. Thinking it's the same guy just because of one symbol. Listen, it's hard to memorize them all. Look at this. I'm not memorizing this name, bro. You see? Someone else has the same symbol.
Even though they're different people. I mistaked it for this person. This is the person I'm more familiar with. This is the Blood Queen player. I matched this person a couple days ago, and I was kiting her a long time as Thief. She still barely managed to kill me before we popped the 4th and 5th cipher, but the fact that Thief is kiting Blood Queen that long is still really good. And then I think we lost to her today. Rest in peace. Did we lose to her today? No, we won against her. I got best seduction. Let's go. Actually, is that the only match I got best seduction? Yeah, I guess I was cutting a lot that match. Did I ever do a rescue? I did do a rescue. I don't remember doing a rescue. What the heck? When did I do a rescue that match? Alright, we're playing one more Ripper match. Dude, I got so many Ripper skins. Which one are we choosing from, guys? Alright, I think I know which one I'm choosing. Well, you can't go wrong with the original skin, man. One of the best original looking skins in the game. 6 S tiers, a couple A tiers, and my man picks the original skin. It's like, yeah, I've caught your streams. It's me, Cow. Welcome, Cow. Cow? Welcome. Is it just my accessory that's making these bad noises? I guess it is. I should put the blanket back on. The rippy blanket. We gotta go back with it. Good stuff. Yeah, I think it's this accessory. You have a slightly different window vault animation with this accessory. Which I don't know if it really matters. Oh, I'm gonna hit you through the wall. Damn, this is really annoying. Like, these walls here, we can go for it again. That's the benefit of the buff. Is that we still got a little bit closer from that. And she still has to make the vault. Man, but it's so tough now, because now she's gonna get a pallet boost. This is a very hard area. Oh, I didn't notice she was there. I could have just gone after her. Oh, I didn't... My Foggy Blade just came back. I should have been using regular ones. I didn't notice. Oh. Dude, I saw 2 people next to me and I just swung. Nice. We get the invisibility back right there. Okay. I'm not complaining. Let's go back here. Can we actually hit here? I wonder if we can actually hit here. Oh, that is the dancer. Let's go after her. Man, if I just noticed the dancer was standing right there, I would have hit her more immediately, but it is what it is. I mean, guys, similar situation here, even if she dodges it. Look at how fast we're able to catch up thanks to the invisibility. The faster speed allows the Foggy Blade to become way better. Because we're actually able to realistically reach our target before they make the vault. Okay. A little bit of a slow start, though. I think right here we should get a pretty nice hit, though. Whoops. I'm still learning how to use it, honestly. I'm still struggling out here. She has to use the attack. She has to use the gun. She doesn't use it, though. We can actually use her for balloon hits now. Ripper has one of the best balloon attacks in the game. It used to be one of the worst, funny enough. Oh, you're just dead now. No! Wait, that's not close enough to the chair? Damn. That's sad that that's not close enough to the... Man, I love that a tiny fog blade gave us our entire invisibility back. That is so nice. That is so nice that a tiny fog blade gave it all back. I guess that wasn't within 12 meters. I guess that's why. Yeah, I definitely agree then. It definitely wasn't within 12 meters. Right. I think she's just dead here. I mean, so I did see that Ripper that we were up against. I did notice that Ripper that we were against. Whenever he had a lot of distance to cover, he would use the Foggy Blade just so he walks a little bit faster. But the problem with doing that is you're also slower because it's the swing speed. It takes time to actually, you know, swing. But man, what are you supposed to do in that situation as the coordinator? It's just a guaranteed hit. It's literally Blood Queen
but severely buffed. Imagine if Blood Queen had a mini mirror that had no recovery and didn't give you a boost. And this meteorologist is dead to a single Foggy Blade, which shouldn't be that hard to hit. We do have to dodge the blow hit here. I thought she was going to go for it right there. And right there, she stuns me, but when you get stunned, as long as you started the attack, it still comes out. That's one of the most frustrating things about Ripper, is that the attack will still come out. You know, I should be getting tinnitus here if someone is rescuing. I guess I'll get a little bit closer. Nope, no tinnitus. You know what? Ripper's so much fun. This game was really fast. Let's do one more bonus game. I do want to get better with Ripper. Look at that, just 1 second to become invisible. Just little things like this, like quality of life things. It's really nice. His backswing is shorter from charge attacks? No, it's not. If it seems shorter, then that's because Berserker also increases your missed recovery speed, by the way. It's the exact same. The buffs did not make any mention to that, and just from looking at it, it looks like exactly the same. The mini Fog Blade? Oh, does the mini Fog Blade have a charge attack? Oh my god, it does! Oh! I didn't even realize it has a charge attack. Wait, so the charge attack for the mini is faster to recover from than the regular? It seems about the same to me. The time spent recovering from a missed attack seems to be the same. So you can destroy the Fire Investigator's balls without using your whole Foggy Blade. It procs Impulsive too? Oh my god. I thought this was, man, they really gave him a lot of animations. Like, this is new animations they had to make. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. Should we friend him? No, whatever. It might be like someone who watches the stream. I'm sorry if you're watching the stream right now. Is the Ripper buff enough to make him meta viable? I think absolutely. Because one of Ripper's main problems was that one of the key problems with him is because of his insanely long cooldown. When you use a Foggy Blade, and even if you hit it, there are going to be times where Survivor can keep using an area that's good against you, but bad against the Foggy Blade. So they're just going to be using the area while your Foggy Blade is not there. And then right as your Foggy Blade comes back, they're going to vault the window for a boost, use their Patient to get away. And if you don't have invisibility, if you don't have that speed bonus from invisibility, it's going to take a long time to catch up. And you waited 20 seconds for a whole Foggy Blade just for you to not even be able to use it. But now the survivors only have 9 seconds to use an area before you get the Foggy Blade back. And the thing is, that's not even the case, because in reality, while you have your first Foggy Blade, you're already gaining your second one. So even if they you decide to use a Patient when you have a Foggy Blade in your hand, you are now gaining your second Foggy Blade. It's just like Bonbon or Sculptor, where the longer you stall them, the more abilities you're giving them. So yes, you're stalling it out, but also you're giving them more to work with for later to kill you faster. So Ripper has become a lot better because now it's just more opportunity to use the ability. You know, I know it's a chip hit. I know a chip hit is less than a regular hit. But the thing is that the chip hit will give you the opportunity to actually even hit them, or otherwise you would have not had the Foggy Blade with the old Ripper. You would have had to wait for the full Foggy Blade to come back. And a lot of times, you don't really care about waiting for the full Foggy Blade. You just wish you had a form of damage while you had a good shot at it. And that's the case with Ripper. And considering that it doesn't even give you a hit speed when you get hit by the chip one, and considering that the hitbox is really tiny, it is almost too easy, I would say, at this point, to hit survivors with Foggy Blades without triggering attack recovery. I mean, you guys saw with one match we kited that Ripper on Moonlit. It was a decent kite, but then he completely wiped our rescuer, and then even the next rescuer, he made the rescue, but then he died immediately after that because he got hit by those 2 Foggy Blades before he made the rescue. Heading out, but thanks for the stream, Psyche, and have a good night, y'all. Take care, Shelby. See you later, man. You know, I wonder if Golden Tentacle has different animations. Golden Tentacle is the only Ripper skin that has different animations than the rest of them. Breaking pallets, vaulting windows. He all has different animations for some reason. So I wonder if he's also gonna have like a different swing attack. Golden Tentacle, by the way. Dude, man. I know this is not like technically a limited skin, but who is spending their money on these essences? No one, exactly. So if you're ever gonna get this skin, it's just by pure luck. Man, did they make the skin more golden? It looks way more golden now. He even has a different chair animation when he's sitting in the chair, which is kind of cool. What was I supposed to change? I was supposed to change something. Oh yeah, my accessory. I'll put something. I don't know what that accessory is. All the skins have a different animation? Not before this update they didn't. The only one that had different animations was Golden Tentacle, and I guess the recovery, the attack recovery for the Isaac skin is different, but besides that, he has the exact same animations as the other Ripper skins. Mostly, you know, he uses a Reaper sight, so I guess it's not, but let's not count it because it's a completely different weapon, honestly. Man, it looks a lot more golden now. I played this skin years ago. I don't like to play this skin because it's very deceiving where the hitbox is. This tentacle weapon makes it very hard to tell where you're swinging, honestly. But it's a surprisingly rare skin because who is spending their clues and their echoes to be pulling for Golden Tentacle? No one, exactly. So the only people who are gonna pull it are people who get lucky. And dude, back then there used to be these essences that were just in the shop. Sorry, that weren't in the shop. They were on the logic path, I should say. You guys see how right now, even though we're not using our Fire Blade, we're still gaining our next one. So now that we hit him twice, now we can finish him off with this last Foggy Blade. And I mean, that's the power I'm talking about. Even if he wasn't in the open, we would have just easily hit him with the Foggy Blade. That's what makes Ripper strong, is that after we used a partial Foggy Blade, we are still gaining our next Foggy Blade, and we're going to have another good opportunity within 9 seconds. If that was the old Foggy Blade, we might have not had a good opportunity. Like, before the 20 seconds was up, he might have gotten behind the good pal, he might have used it, he might have gotten a little bit of distance from it, then we have to break it. We can't really use the Foggy Blade because it's too far away at that point. But it's really nice to just have it earlier, even if it's just to chip it, because then it means once we do get him down to half health, now those little bits of damage counted for a lot. And remember, all that time he never got hit speed recovery. He was never able to get to a better area against Ripper. It makes a surprising difference. He seriously might become a very strong hunter. Dude, even I'm scared. Because it is very annoying to play against Ripper. Like, every time he gets close to you, it's basically guaranteed with the Foggy Blade. Even if you stun him, it's basically guaranteed hit. I mean, the what's it called? Am I gonna do the exact same thing where I like chair this person and warp after them? I don't even have to. I'm playing Ripper. We're gonna become immediately invisible. And the nice thing is we already had fog on us on the chair while we were chairing. If he's smart, he's gonna drop that pallet to remove our invisibility, but he doesn't. That's a huge mistake because we would have had to break that. We would have lost our invisibility. Man, this is looking really familiar. Remember this exact situation, guys, when I was playing Bonbon? It looked exactly like this. Someone got a double hit. I chaired that person, warped after the other person. That was my target. They go to the shack window in the exact circle, just like this. And that guy also didn't drop the shack pallet in that other match. Man, they are already healed up. Ideally, we want to go for the archer here, not the little girl. Whew, that could have been bad. Did she hit it? She did hit it, but she didn't hold it for long enough. She needed to hold it for longer. Let's actually chair right here. Man, Ripper's gonna be so annoying because every time he chairs, he just immediately gets invisibility back. This used to not be the case with Ripper. He used to not be able to get his invisibility back every time. Damn, good move from her. Still gonna hit it though.
I thought she went behind that pallet. Nope. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. The hit is kind of deceiving. Okay, that's fine. That's alright. We should have hit someone there, if I'm being honest, but it's alright. It's not the end of the world. Like, right now, we are wasting time here. Oh. Man, isn't it me? I mean, I don't think he swings slower. I don't think Golden Tentacle swings slower, does he? I'm messing up, though. This is my bad. It should be very easy hit with me. I just thought that would connect. That's why I went for it. But no. She's faster than I thought. You slow yourself down when you use the bow. So I thought we would hit it right there. And the little girl ability is, it's not going to save her kite, but it just stalls. It's a very annoying stall tactic. Man, I hate that the old hunters are so... I don't understand why they love to hit the sides of walls. They made it so that the newer hunters almost never hit the side of the wall like that. But these older hunters, they just never fix them. They just always tend to hit the side of the wall. One of the most annoying things about it, honestly. About them, I should say. Are you gonna use your book? This is a novelist, right? This is a novelist. Why is he not using the book? Okay. Oh, there's a box there. I forgot. That's why I just generally never go for that, because not only can they possibly dodge it, but you can't possibly remember every single obstacle. Like, I forgot there's that box there. So generally, I don't like to go for those kinds of foggy blades through the walls. No, because they can dodge. You know. What good would it have done to just wait an extra 2 seconds and guarantee yourself that hit, you know? A lot. Is the mini foggy faster than a large foggy? No, it's not. Don't think so. Looks about the same to me. I guess we can test it. You draw for Golden Tentacle because that essence is a good fragment from? I guess so. Yeah. Didn't really think about it like that. Is it actually faster? Let's see how long it takes to reach the shack window if we were to throw it from far. So this is a regular. 0. Okay, thanks, Ripper. 0, 1. Okay, about 1.5 seconds. Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell. 0. That's gonna hit the box. Man, this sucks. You know what? Let's start at the wall. The wall is the better, because it'll explode when it touches the wall. 0, 1, 2. So like 2.5. 0, 1, 2. It's slightly faster, I guess. It is barely faster. In all practicality, it's not really that much faster. 0, 1, 2. It's like 2.6, 2.7 maybe. 0, 1, 2. I guess it is a decent amount faster. It is faster. You guys are right. It is actually faster. But barely. And that's from a long distance. It's got to travel a long distance to even get like a couple milliseconds faster. We're talking a couple milliseconds faster. In terms of like close range, it's really going to reach the target about the same speed. Unless it appears slightly further from you. It seems like it appears slightly further from you. Maybe that's what's causing it to look like it's faster. I'm not sure. It's crazy to me that that both these size foggy blades both leave equally big fog trails. Like, these are huge.
know, it might genuinely, if there's like a big line in front of you, it might genuinely just be worth doing this. Because you're going to get it back anyway. And look at how much faster you are. Man, look at this insane speed. It definitely cancels out the fact that you swung. Like, if you can get a big straightaway like this. Because the fog does increase your speed, for those that don't know. Even when you're not invisible. Does Psyche have the collab Ripper skin? Which collab Ripper skin? The Isaac one? The anime one? You mean the, because there's a couple Ripper skins. There's a couple Ripper skins. That are crossover. There's the, what is that one? What is that one crossover called? The really popular one that Ripper got a skin for? I forgot the name of it. The current one? Oh, no, I don't have it, no. I got the Coordinator one instead. Alright. Let's really quickly talk about the tournament. The tournament predictions, because a couple weeks ago, me and Ellie talked, and I gave you guys some predictions. Ellie also posted a video on his channel about it. And I wanted to look at the results. So you can earn up to 12,000 in this first stage. And we earned 6,400. Accuracy of 30%, which unfortunately is not great. Hold up. 12,000? Okay. So accuracy of 30%. Unfortunately, Ellie was mega wrong for the most part. But Ellie was pretty right about the rest of the stuff. I will say I'm very surprised. Aeroplanist actually came out #1 and not First Officer. First Officer was actually #2, tied with Puppeteer. But you still get 1,200 apples for it. And to my surprise, again, Hula Blue is actually #2. Opera Singer was #1. Surprising, I know. And Go Man, I was thinking Go Man might be #1. Because I was thinking maybe people will purposely not go Hula Blue. So that way, man, I wish the dog would shut up. It's literally been 30 minutes. I was thinking, sorry, I'm like continuing the last sentence. The Hula Blue, I was thinking Hula Blue might end up being second and Go Man might be #1 because I was thinking maybe people, the strategy with what people would do is people would bait Hula Blue and go like a Go Man Hunter, right? They would bait the Hula Blue, the Hunter, but then they would actually end up going Go Man. But now that I think about it, a lot of the Hula Blue counters used were actually the same counters against Go Man. But if you think about it, when we look to see who is the most common survivor that we see, which by the way, Gravekeeper, third most often used. Can I just say that right now? People sleeping on Gravekeeper, and finally Call of Abyss is picking up on it. But as I was saying, although it could also be because there's more bans now. You know, every 3 survivors you pick are now perma-banned, the first 3. But now that I think about it, you know, I'm not going to say Ellie was wrong to pick Hula Blue. It's definitely the most reasonable pick. But in terms of countering the meta on the survivor side is you're just going to counter the 3 strongest hunters. Shadow, Go Man, and Hula Blue. And they all have pretty similar counters for the most part besides Wildling. Wildling you obviously would not want to play against Hula Blue, but you would play Wildling against Go Man and Shadow, and that's probably why we don't really see Wildling used that often here. As opposed to Airplanist. Airplanist counters Hula Blue, Go Man, and Shadow, so it makes sense that we see a lot of It makes sense that we see a lot of Aeroplanists because it counters Hula Blue, Go Man, and Shadow, which is, by the way, the 4th most used hunter right there. But Opera Singer is a really good hunter against Aeroplanists. This is why I don't like to use Aeroplanists in rank, because you can't ban Opera Singer. There's too much stronger hunters, and then Opera Singer does so well against Aeroplanists. This is my #1 reason why I don't like Aeroplanists, especially in rank. Because at least in tournaments, you have throwaway picks. Your first 3 picks are going to get permabanned, so you'd like to throw away the less useful characters. But it means that hunters like Opera Singer now become significantly better in round 1, and this is probably why we see a lot more people using Opera Singer. Again, Opera Singer, I'm not saying she's the most busted hunter, because she's not technically. But when you compare Opera Singer, Hula Blue, Go Man, and Shadow to all other hunters in this game, they do not even come close to them. And that is shown perfectly with the rest of these numbers that we see, guys. The next closest is 11 games below. There's just no reason to pick these hunters. And I'd like to remind you guys that Disciple and Dream Witch are tie hunters for the most part. So you go these hunters when you just want to tie the game. You're not even trying to win. In terms of actually winning the game, the closest one would then be Wax Artist, which is a lot harder to win with. He finds himself in 7th place. You just see Anne and Dreamwitch because they're much easier to tie games with. They're much harder to kite, and so when your team is just looking to secure the matchup, that's why you see Anne and Dreamwitch. Not because they're actually good chase hunters as much as they used to be. Well, Dreamwitch used to be, but Disciple never really. But they're just very good at tying now, not really at winning the game. That still goes to Opera Singer, Hula Goma, and Shadow, and they are significantly, significantly better than all the other chase hunters we have in this game, and that's really sad. Wow, Mad Eye's never got played once. Deserved, honestly. Again, I'm not saying Opera Singer is the most broken hunter, but when you compare her to all other hunters, Opera Singer needs just as much of a nerf as Hula Baloo. Hula Baloo needs just as much of a serious nerf as Goman. Goman needs just as much of a serious nerf as Shadow. And so does Opera Singer. Opera Singer also deserves a huge, huge nerf. Because I am tired of this BS of just being as fast as possible, and then you can't even play like stuff like Aeroplanets realistically, because you're just going to get your ass whooped. So, if you didn't believe me before when I said that Opera Singer is ridiculously good, even though we can't ban her, even though I know we don't ban her, when you compare it to the rest of the hunters, she like makes all of them just a laughing stock. As for the contestants, you know, Ellie was pretty wrong here. Unfortunately, but this is really hard to predict. However, for the hunter side, it's much easier to predict, I guess, because he ended up predicting right. He ended up getting within the top 6. So honestly, we're still getting pretty good rewards. If you look at all things considered, Ellie's predictions got second place. This was pretty bad, I won't lie. Like, where is this? This is in the worst section. But Survivor, it's really hard, to be honest. You honestly, you never know what the teams have planned for their Survivors. But as for their hunters are a lot harder to change. And so, honestly, Akka getting here, 6th place, still pretty good. And really, guys, it was literally like a couple 100 points difference, if you look at it. Like, it's really not much of a difference. Ellie getting right on the dot with RC here. Predicting 2nd place. Getting 4th place here, still pretty decent. Although, no, that's actually not, because 4th place is the worst. So, no, never mind. But look at this. Ellie said that GG would be the team with the most chest opening. He actually nailed it on the dot, getting me 1,600 apples just for that. And look at this. Ellie, once again, nailing the map selection. So, overall, his predictions were pretty good. For the stuff that you can reasonably predict, he predicted pretty accurately. For the stuff that you can't really predict, he didn't predict as accurately, but he was pretty close on the hunter side here. But still, for stuff like Akka, for like RC here, I think he got like pretty bad for GG. But again, how can you know for something like Dungeons? But yeah, look at this. Very good stuff. Very good predictions from Ellie. RC, and then predicting GG getting the most chest openings. And then the map, predicting the map exactly was really good. Ever Sleeping, Red Church, Chinatown. Again, as I mentioned earlier on stream, these are the maps that are hardest to solo kite on, except Red Church. But Red Church is just really nice for hunters because the ciphers are really close together. It makes it much easier to protect the ciphers as hunter inside of Red Church. I feel like I misled you guys a little bit because I said that Moonlit would be the next highest pick, and so did Ellie, but I was saying especially a lot about Moonlit. Moonlit ended up being only 6th place. It could really go two ways, guys. Either the teams decide that they want to spam Moonlit to allow Hula Baloo to be really good, or all teams avoid Moonlit so that Hula Baloo is not as good as he could be. And it looks like all the teams decided that it's better to not give their hunter the upper hand, because then I guess it would be impossible for survivors to do anything. I guess the idea here is that they wanted to pick a map that's good enough for their hunter, but also enough teamwork can happen where they can still win against Hula Baloo. And on Moonlit, that is really hard because he basically jumps across the bridge. He basically controls the whole map because of that river existing. He just jumps over it. He's crossed a significant portion of the map. It's really hard to get any decode going against that man. It's kind of like the Hospital of Hunter side if you think about it. Just like how Hospital is OP for survivors, you don't even need teamwork. You don't need any brain power to think about what you're doing. You can just solo kite it. Moonlit is just like the Hospital for Hunters, where if you play Hula Baloo, it's just mindless. There's very little the stars can do. And so I guess that's why we saw very little Moonlit. And I guess it makes sense. If you guys are wondering here, why are there 2 Ever Sleepings here? There's an Ever Sleeping in 1st place and there's an Ever Sleeping in 8th place. That's talking about the big Ever Sleeping. There's a large Ever Sleeping that used to only be playable in 2v8, and now you'll only be able to play if you play it in like a custom. But it still exists in the game, and they just didn't signify it as the large version. So someone already asked me in chat, Psyche. So, you know, how many apples do we get? I got the mail for this, but we didn't get any mail for this. So out of all the apples, how many did we actually get that were possible? So it says here that there's 12,800 possible. I actually didn't get the rewards yet for these predictions. Oh, you know what? Oh, these are going to be updated live, I think. Oh, that's why we didn't get the rewards yet, because we're still waiting for the playoff prediction. It includes playoffs. Okay, so I guess I shouldn't count it too early. Okay, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. It doesn't make any sense. I thought that we're just receiving it late, but no. They're just waiting for the playoff to finish. So this is still being updated. I guess the numbers could change here still. We could still end up seeing first officer being number 1. And I guess the contestants here could still get updated. Kazuneko could still have a chance at being the highest survivor deduction. Although it does mean that we might end up not seeing my first places ending up working out. I'm pretty confident that GG is still going to be the highest chest opening, just because Ellie told me that they are known for doing the chest strats. But the map I'm also pretty confident on. I mean, look at what a big disparity there is between Eversleeping and Chinatown. So I'm pretty confident Eversleeping will still stay there. You're basically always going to see Eversleeping in every bracket. This could still change, I guess. We might still see Hula Baloo over Opera Singer. It could still be anyone's game here. Even Go-Man could become first place in some crazy world. No, I'm not going to make the next predictions. I'm going to go over the next predictions with Ellie, probably on Monday, because I'm going to still need to ask him, and I'm going to need him time to make the predictions. So he's probably going to make his own video. But I am going to ask Ellie to make predictions. He might make a video about it. He might not make a video. Either way, whether or not he does, I'm going to come on stream. At the start of next stream, I'm going to tell you guys what you should be picking, what Ellie thinks are going to be the teams that are going to win. Again, he did commentate. He's a commentator for the I'm pretty sure he commentates Call this right now. And so he, after seeing how the first playoff stage went, the group stage, I mean, playoff and group is different. Seeing how the group stage went, he might have different guesses now. Man, even Rivals. Even Rivals is guessed strong. Rivals is playing here? Why isn't Rivals playing? Rivals got 3rd place. Wait, what? The 5th place teams are eliminated. Why is Rivals not playing? What, is AWG playing? AWG is not playing. Is Omni's not playing? I already know that for a fact. ZZ is not playing. Why isn't Rivals playing? They qualified. I don't know why they're not playing. Aren't those your predictions? No, I did not make these predictions. These are Ellie's predictions. I just stole these from Ellie. I asked him, what do you think are the predictions? And he told me. Yeah, these are the actual final placements. These are final. RVL getting 3rd place there. RVL, but why didn't RVL make it? They got 3rd place. Why didn't they make it? I know they didn't make it. It's obvious they didn't make it. You can see it. Why didn't they make it? The green checkmark, Psyche. Those are the current ones. Oh, it's not over? Wait, it's not over? I thought it is over. We got delivered the apples. The green checkmark, Psyche. I'm not talking about the predictions, guys. I'm not talking about what did I predict. I'm talking about why isn't RVL playing when they got top 4 in their group. I'm not asking why. I'm not basing it off of predictions who's moving on. I'm basing it off of top 4. Why isn't RVL moving on? The group stage is on. Guys, that's not my question. That's not my question. That's not what I'm asking. Why isn't RVL moving on? My question was this, if this is over, which I guess it's not. I don't care about the green check mark, guys. I'm asking why isn't RVL playing? Does anyone know why RVL isn't playing? They got top 4. To qualify, you need to get top 4. Why aren't they playing? Why is FT playing? FT got 5th place. According to the final Twitter post, RVL was placed 5th in the group stage. So why am I getting in? Man. Why are they 3rd place here then? Those are your predictions, Ellie made, Psyche? Oh, you're telling me that these are my predictions. These are not the final placements. Okay, how do I see the final placements? Okay, that was really stupid of me. My bad, guys. Well, yes, I know that the green are my predictions, but you're saying that all of these are my predictions. How do I see the final result? So RVO actually got 5th place. Damn, I thought they got 3rd place. I thought it just took your predictions and then it regurgitated the actual outcome and just checked whatever you got correct. So how do we see the actual one? I want to see the actual one. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I know that RVL got 5th place thanks to you guys, but anyway. Damn, too bad. Psyche's delusions, I know, right? Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, we're going to be making predictions with Ellie. I don't know if he's going to be here for that, but I'm going to ask Ellie who he thinks is going to be the 1st place, 2nd place, 3rd place, and who else is going to be winning all these other games. So we'll be doing a stream about that start of next Monday. Going to be announcing what he thinks are the predictions. And again, he is pretty accurate. The group stage didn't go as well as other years, but he still is pretty on the dial with these other predictions, and so I think he's pretty trustworthy. In fact, maybe his opinions will change based off how the group stage went. Maybe his opinions will change on who will move on. Maybe seeing the strategies and who performed well against the current meta, and he'll probably change his mind. I'm gonna be honest, he's probably basing it off of like past years, but this year the meta with Hula Blue, Goman, it's basically a hunter's game at this point. It's a whole new game at this point in terms of tournaments. And so now it's become less about survivors thriving and more about surviving, which is very literally their name, I guess. But you cannot really thrive in this kind of meta as survivor. You can get close, I guess, but it's really tough. All right, guys. We're going to be doing those predictions next week on Monday. For now, let's do this. Cast 10 votes for character to unlock the DOI poster feature. Voting in progress. Cool. Oh, Opera Singer's winning. Cool. Does anyone know who's winning in China? Because apparently the way it works is if China's getting votes for it, then you don't need to vote for it. Feaster is Blue Eyes. Who's number 1? 100,000 plus votes for Meteorologist. Batter's up here. Explorer. Wouldn't have seen that. Acrobat. Is Acrobat? Oh, Acrobat's number 1. Archer. Thief. My poor man Thief. 17,000. No, Thief. He's not even close. Dude, poor Thief. Even Postman. Ugh, these IDV stands, man. Who the hell cares? Barmaid with 478,000. Dude, I thought that 200,000 was a lot. You kidding me? My poor boy Magician, 21,000. Like, dude, the characters that I play are not even close. I'm telling you guys, they are underrated as hell. Gravekeeper's quite a bit high, but Gravekeeper is kind of within the interest of IDB fans, you know, in the stories or fan fiction, whatever the hell they make, whatever weird stuff they do. 19,000 for Wildling, rest in peace. You see how like the people who are out of the community that like no one in the community ever talks about. Bro, they got like less than 20k. Rest in peace. Check Knight.
Good night. What, does Night have even more? Oh my god, how... I thought that said 54,000. That's 542,000. Never mind. Okay, well I guess Night is fine. Bro, they picked him because Mo's got the white boy facial features. Who has more points, Lucky Guy or Thief? Good question. Let's find out. 17,000 for Thief. Lucky Guy has 25,000. Dude, even Lucky Guy is doing better than Thief. That is crazy. Thief, man, I'm gonna help you out, bro. I know you're not gonna win, but I'd never buy these costumes anyway. Go, my boy. There really is nothing but a letter? Jeez, you're so generous. Alright, he's a jerk. No wonder no one likes him. Alright, does anyone know who's winning in China? Because the way it works is whoever wins in China, we will anyway get those skins. So we should not vote for the same thing that China votes for, pretty much. Like, if China is also winning for Knight, then we would not want to vote for Knight anymore. We would want to vote for Barman just so we get a different skin at the very least. Or, you know, whoever is the second highest. Unlock Deduction Star. My favorite character according to the game, Mercenary. This skin is so ugly, man. I'm not a big fan of any of these skins, though. I don't really like any of these skins. I guess the Dancer one is cool. I'm not a big fan of any of the Deduction Star skins. Who is this? Is this Psychologist? I mean, I don't remember Psychologist ever winning. Dude, the picture is so huge now. We used to just have Gardener and Seer and Svengali over here. Svengali was like the first ever guy. I don't even think we got a chance to vote. It was just something in China I think they did. The first ever skin I think was the Seer one. Either Seer or Svengali. I think Svengali came before him. Why don't you like A-tier skins? Oh, it's not that I don't like the A-tier skins. I just don't like the Deduction Star skins. You know, mostly anyone can buy them. They don't really have any value to me. Oh my god, I got all the stuff at the same time. Okay, we can select a piece of furniture. I'll decide later. Let's check out if Goman. Let's see if Goman got a new portrait. What's Goman looking like? Well, Goman looking ugly as usual. Archer? Archer's got one. Are we gonna get Knight? Am I just gonna get Knight? I guess I'll get Knight. Good night. Archer's fine. Goman is so stupid though. I almost want to pick Goman just because of how stupid he looks. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Alright, guys. Check in. Claim your free 25 things. Oh, we get a second one? Man, they are so generous nowadays with these. Alright. Let's go, Goman. We're going Goman. Let's go, Goman. So stupid. Alright, guys. That's gonna be the end for stream, I mean. Let's put on the Goman portrait. Artful Eloquence. What is that talking about? Goman seems like a meme. Alright, guys. Bro, Joseph hitting Titan before me. Joseph, 242 stars. Joseph, do you have a life, man? That's rude. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Let's roll these dice really quick. Didn't get the glitch. Let's try again. We got one more chance. There we go. I think we got it. Let's go. Alright, guys. We're going to open these essences. Let's roll the... Oh, we can't. Let's roll this essence. Let's see what we get. Thank you for the stream as usual. No problem, Lancer. Alright, let's see what we get from this. Nothing. Is Seki not going to get the Logic Pad skin? I don't know. Can I? Is it still possible for me with my weekly limit? You know, if I do the entire next week's weekly limit, is it still possible?
I'm probably going to hit this week's weekly limit because I am probably going to play Hunter quite a bit. Just to get used to Peddler and also the new Hunters. We'll see though. It's only 1,500. Alright guys. That being said guys, thank you so much for the stream. Thank you so much for joining along. I'm the one streaming, not you. Thank you for joining. I'll see you guys later. Take care. This has been Psyche. Peace out everybody.